It was a JDG BLG rematch and shit.
Yeah, rematch. Okay, yeah,
rematch for BLG to stomp them, right?
Okay, yeah, go watch it. Go watch it. Go. Oh my.
A stomp for BLG.
Yeah.
Just like,
BLG
like the caster said that Genji got their revenge against Kwangdong Freaks. No, more like Peanut's brain turned off actually against that series, and that's the reason why they lost. Yeah. But T1 is the most overrated fucking piece of dog shit that I've ever seen.
Where's Genji's world win at?
What do you mean? They have Chovy. He's won worlds 5 times.
Fuck off. Yeah, Kwangdong honestly should have fucking won last week's whatever game. Yesterday's.
Never.
Whenever
no way, man.
Kwangdong was out here getting fisted.
Yeah,
Kwangdong fist in the ass.
No, Kwangdong was playing better than I forgot who they fucking played. It was
who did they play against? Hold on, give me a sec.
It was what fucking team was it?
Went today.
Because Kwangdong, they look pretty bad for the most part. Like some of these teams, some of these teams have some inkling of like goodness to them, but these teams are just, I don't know. I can already see why these teams aren't doing good. Mm-hmm. A lot of these teams are basically just throwing in players so they don't spend a lot of money.
Def got COVID or he's sick or something.
Yeah, Def had, that fucking sucks. I was watching the Damn One series right before I went to bed.
I watched it after. I was prepping
for Pokemon Locals.
It was a top 16 tournament. Pretty much.
Yeah,
I came out at first. I got like $20 store credit because the box they thought they was gonna get never came in.
Okay.
And that's why I ended up getting the equivalent of like 2 box.
Yeah.
Amount in credit. That's man. I got like $20 store credit. It's crazy.
Well, everyone, you ready for a banger show today? I am. Because you know what? You know who started out strong? FlyQuest. They went out and started 3-0. They mollywopped everybody. Right?
You mean Adriana Chedick fisted? They got pounded.
They pounded the other teams that way. No, they pounded the other teams that way, right?
Airtight in the butt.
Did they all go?
What is going on, everybody? This is the Cloud9 podcast, season 8, episode 7. So I know we have been only doing the 1 episode a week, but we will be doing the 2 episodes a week starting this week coming up. So not this week, I'll be going to the LCS, but potentially the next week. So LEC episodes are going to be on Thursdays for this split. Okay. So LCS is going to be on Sundays and LEC is going to be on Thursdays. And I get off Thursdays like around 3:00. So me and Sean could probably do it on Thursdays like around like 5 or 4 when I get off or something.
Yeah, I'm free Thursday.
Yeah, by like 5. So like just in case I have to go watch a movie premiere, we'll do it at 5. We'll go for like an hour and 10 minutes and we just call it a day.
I hate when you cut me off with that shitty timer you always do.
Don't you just love Frankie on the LEC hosting desk? Doesn't she look like such a whatever? She looks like the Tigers' sister. Maybe because either like they're both black or something.
The Tigers is Spanish, motherfucker.
Yes, are you blind?
They have the same hair.
That don't mean shit. James got that hair too, and he's one of those fucking snowflake.
Yeah, no, James actually looks like the white male version of fucking what's her name? Ice Spice.
James look like Daryl.
God, Jesus Christ.
James look like Daryl Hall from Hall & Oates. Like, you don't fuck out of here. And MK don't know that because he don't know music.
What do you mean?
I'm cultured motherfucker.
You trying to go outside and throw them hands right now?
I'm gonna knock you out there. I'm taking Lennon.
I try to give you an opening on that last night. I try to be LeBron on the court, passing it to Chris Bosh.
I was, but the thing is, I can't do my shit over the phone. I gotta be in person. I gotta smell. I gotta see what she looks like. You gotta
smell her. I was trying to smell that chair she was sitting on because she was wearing a dress.
I'm not trying to smell the chair. I'm trying to get next to her. Stroke her hair, So you know you cute. Then
I was
that
trying to
bright
whip her
ass dress
pussy
on.
jizz off that chair.
I guess
I'm just saying.
you know, the time she had the camera right there, and she would just open up her legs a little bit, like I could see your underwear, Lennon.
I think that was what she was trying to do. She was trying to entice me last night.
No, she was trying to entice me because she kept showing. she kept doing it. She every time the camera was facing her, she would just like open her legs a little bit. Like,
no, okay. So literally, okay, this is what happened yesterday. We went to go get her sister first because where the studio is, we was gonna go get her sister, turn around, come back up and get Lennon because Lennon.
Oh yeah, no, I'm gonna turn her around, right?
So instead of having a day off, she went to go help her mom do something, and we could have just got her then and just went to the studio place.
This is why you need me out there because I would have been helping the mom. Oh,
I you know what happened?
Yeah.
So we went to go get Carla. She's all dressed. She's like, "Food's not ready." I was like, "This bitch had two. This lady had two. This lady had two. She said she was cooking for 3 hours, and I was like, all right, this should be done. So she wanted us to go get. She basically wanted us to go get Lennon first, but she didn't tell us that. I was like, oh my fucking god.
You know you gotta read women's minds. Women don't tell you. Women don't ever tell you.
We go get Lennon, and she comes out. What she was wearing was literally just fine. Maybe it's because her armpits are sweaty or some shit. I don't fucking know. But she came out and she said, I went in there to take off my shirt and my pants. And I was like, you didn't take a video of that to send it to me? Like, you know?
What is wrong with you? You are the fuck. Is that your, like, pickup line? Really? That's what you got? Like,
no, I mean, if she's going to go take off her clothes, she might as well film it for me, right?
Yeah, no, you're fucked. Yeah, Chaz, might as well.
Yeah, you know I'm coming down there.
Yeah, you fucking entice. Yeah. You fuck off. She is enticing shit.
So after that, we went to the place and we had the stream. So that's just pretty much it. Yeah, I was in a sniffer chair to sniff her pussy jizz, but you know.
I hope Chaz sends this to her.
And Chaz in the truck going into the place, she was like, "Man, Chaz is a sweetheart." I'm like, "Watch last night's stream. He wanted to defile you."
Yeah,
like, no, he didn't say that.
After we're married. Yeah.
Oh god. Also, if
after I'm married, I'm gonna put 5 kids into her.
Also, if you're watching the stream, let's get 5 kids.
5 likes. You said 5 likes.
We're gonna get 5 likes. That's our usual.
She go get 5 trucks before I flip her over.
You're gonna have 5 black babies. You know that, right?
Yeah. Black and Mexican.
We need more black babies in the world?
Yeah, but not by you degenerate.
Oh my god! Now you need Mexican babies. What are you talking about? Get some Mexican.
Black and Mexican. That's what they're gonna be.
Mexican babies. Oh my god! You're gonna be an EBT welfare family and shit.
First of all, fuck you.
God, you think she could handle your fat tongue in her fucking butthole for like a good 3 minutes? Holding slimy in there and shit, digging all her shit out. God,
yeah,
damn.
You need help.
Oh god. So I've been told, actually. Well, guys, let's take a recap of what happened before we even get to the LCS
I love
games.
how you transition like that after all this. Like, it's as if like he thinks there's like a pause button for like certain members of his audience, and then so they won't hear everything before.
Didn't you get struck by lightning? How are you not dead?
I don't know. I guess I'm like the villain from Amazing Spider-Man 2 now. I don't know.
You might be the Antichrist. You never know, man.
Nah, he's Shazam. He's Shazam, but in the better movie, that's gonna be directed by Paul Thomas Anderson.
Oh God, Wes Anderson.
I ended up go seeing today after local because local was kind of over quickly. I ended up go seeing apparently there was only screenings in New York and Los Angeles, but they had a screening that no one knew about unless you got an email.
Really?
What's that new nuclear movie?
Oppenheimer? Or Christopher Nolan's movie, right?
No. It was
Asteroid.
Yeah. Yep.
Oh, okay.
Oh, you got a screen into that?
You got a chance to see it?
No, not today, but I got a ticket to go see it next week.
Lucky motherfucker. Again, this is what I'm talking about, though. It's not fucking hard to get screenings. You just have to be on your shit, have somewhat of like a presence, at least like put an effort into shit, and being in the right countries or cities like New York. So when fucking people like Andy are there, like, oh, you get screened, fucking everybody can, you dumb fat fuck.
It literally
just have to live in New York.
It's gonna be 2 days before it's supposed to come out, but it's gonna be on a Tuesday. That's me.
Okay.
I will wake up Tuesday morning, walk right down the street. I'm gonna have my because it's gonna be on the email. It's not an actual ticket you print out. It's an email saying, and then your name's gonna be on the list because you gotta reply yes or no. You reply yes, your name gets put on the list. You just have your ID and the thing. You walk in, and boom. Oh shit, this is a secret. Yeah, it's the same theater. It's the same theater where I went to see no, not Into the Spider-Verse, but yeah, the new Spider-Man movie.
Mhm.
Oh,
It's pretty
okay.
dope.
It was pretty good, wasn't it? It was really good. Yeah.
I didn't notice the trans stuff. That's why I was like, that.
No, dude, they blurred it out. They blurred it out. They had to.
No,
It's supposed to be Gwen's room, but I didn't see it.
Mine wasn't blurred out.
On my screening, it wasn't even there.
Mine wasn't blurred out.
But you know how she walks in her room after she's sad about what happened with Peter and her dad?
Yeah, no.
Turns over.
I remember that. I remember that scene.
Yeah, I didn't see it. On my screening, I didn't see it.
I saw it, and I was like, okay.
No, because I was trying to tell 76 that those little things are not going to affect the movie. I can understand if like the dialogue. I understand if the dialogue was,
stress, man.
you know.
She out here talking about. Oh, I don't watch it. It was like, first of all, Walt Disney was a propagandist. He used Disney to get kids to believe in magic and believe America was. I mean, I'm not saying America was wrong in World War II, but he used mind control to get kids to believe that America was doing good by killing people. Like even if it's you consider patriotic capitalism, it's still considered mind control. I'm against mind control.
Yeah,
I'm not against patriotism. I'm against the way you do it. And you use Donald Duck and Mickey Mouse to be like, oh yeah, we're the good guys, dude. If you see Nazis, punch them in the face kind of shit. No. Not Donald Trump. Walt Disney was a propagandist who used Disney to propagate to the kids and mind control them into patriotism through the United States. He was a proxy for the United States government. And also, and also fuck Henry Ford. This motherfucker had money from both sides. He was giving money to both motherfucking United States to build cars and the Nazis, allegedly, to build Volkswagen. That's actually is proven that he actually, and don't forget he helped start the Fanta company. Mm-hmm. And then Fanta got bought out by Coca-Cola. That's if you
I mean, I don't know.
But that's a whole nother story.
So for me, when it comes to those kind of things, as long as they don't affect the movie, then I don't like them. But as long as it's the movie, it's okay.
I mean, what's there to dislike about it though?
We're not going down that road today.
Let's talk about how bad the LCS is.
Hold on, I'm confused. Listen, I'm not arguing shit like certain LGBTQ people do with in front of children. You went down that road before. I'm not arguing. I mean, I do think it's a little over exaggerated the amount people claim like it happens with, and a lot of the amount that do it. And I do think there's a good chunk that kind of just use it as a pathway to then just be homophobic. But either way, I'm not arguing against that. But when it comes
for me, it's the same thing like I say about the whole Batman is a fascist line in Bubito. What is that? That's just stupid, honestly. That doesn't help anything. Like, I don't know why it's there other than it's just there. But then it's one of those things where I just don't understand why it's there. I don't like it, but it's not affecting the movie for me, so I don't really care.
That was just a stupid line, but
anyway. If Miles was walking around going like "Trans Lives Matter," I'm like, okay, I'm not watching this. It's like, I'm getting.
Yeah, I mean, it was just like a background thing.
Well,
I mean, there's nothing wrong
what
with
in
it.
that world does that make it bad to be said in the movie?
No, but why does that need to be said in the movie? What does that have to do with being a superhero?
Well, I mean, there's situations and storylines.
Superhero people are people, right? And they might have things.
No. To me, they're there for my entertainment, just like all these women in my life.
Well, I mean, like, what if he saved like a trans kid and then he gave him a bit of inspiration and then left for 20 seconds in the film?
I don't think there's no such thing as a trans kid. There's a boy and a girl, and that's how we're gonna end this conversation.
Okay, I'm not gonna go down that road. Listen, I'm trying to not get your fucking channel banned.
I'm the same way, MSK. But the issue is now people's like, oh, it's like no, and now they're acting like It's like because the whole thing was like there was never no propaganda before. Yeah, there was propaganda before.
Yeah.
They're acting like it's just happening now. Like no, it's been happening.
Yeah. No. They only happen if it's like certain propaganda now. Yeah,
that's what I'm saying. It's like
I'm a little confused. So like some of the things. I mean, I haven't like talked to Mrs. a lot, but I'm a little, it's like something pops up in a film, and it's like
No.
Like,
all I was trying to tell her was like, if you take your kids to watch this, those things are so unnoticeable to them, they won't even care. The movie is so good, you won't care. Honestly,
they're small, and it will go over the heads, and kids.
The only on the nose joke was when like he was talking to his dad because he was in the Spider-Man outfit. He's like, "Hey, men around your health and men at your age when you were born didn't understand the mental health." Like that could be kind of maybe on the nose, but that's not bad. That's just that's kind of.
I mean, it goes over their heads anyway. I don't think like kids aren't.
Dude, I'm being honest here. When I went to the screening, I did not see that shit there. I would have noticed.
I saw it.
I didn't really see it. But
don't forget,
but the people that are saying that Gwen is like that is like, no, that doesn't make any sense. I don't know where those theories are coming from.
That was it's just a headcanon type whatever. It's
God. No, it's them trying to self-insert themselves in bullshit.
Well, listen, they've been doing this for ages with online with like every sort of thing, like not just LGBT people, everything with everyone with everything. I mean, as long as they're respectful about it and aren't just like this is canon now, then whatever. But I mean, I'm just a little confused. Like again, you can have your whatever. Oh what?
Chaz hasn't seen the Flash movie. All right, so I'll just talk spoiler free then.
I'm not actually looking to go see it.
Do you think it's a bad movie? I saw your tweet a few days ago.
Yeah,
but do you change your mind?
No, I think it's a bad film.
Is it one of those so bad it's good, or is you think it's bad?
Well, I'll say it is. I mean, it is watchable, and there are some good moments with like what I will say, like if you're looking, Jada just made it again. He wanted like a competent, competently explain, like doesn't break its own rules, stuff with like everything it sets up and like with time travel and everything. He wanted it not to have stupid in it and like loopholes really. And
did you really expect Jada to like this movie?
And he likes it. And then and he
with the Flash.
Yeah, and
the shit that man has talked about.
Okay, we're living in Elseworld.
Whatever. If you want a specific
this is a spoiler-free thing.
Jada's a clone. Okay, he's a clone.
I'll just say this.
That's a variant of Jada.
If you want specific things out of the Flash film, and it's the thing, then it's certain things like that.
Prefer the
everything that I mentioned to K-Dot last Tuesday, I ended up being right about. I know. Man, it's the same shit they did with Black Adam when they copied that fucking book. And they took out the main elements of how it would have really hit people. I knew they were gonna do it. And then in the movie, I'm not gonna spoil it, obviously, but there's something so illogically stupid, my brain almost left my skull watching it. Obviously, it's an okay movie. It's like Transformers: Rise of the Beast. It's like a 6 out of 10 at best. It's like a 5 out of 10 movie. Yeah. They're not unwatchable. They're not bad. I enjoyed my time watching it, but I'm not going to be like, this was just a flawless masterpiece of cinema,
weird.
Okay. So if you like Rise of the Beast, you'll probably like The Flash.
Yeah,
but
specific
I like a movie, it's kind of like maybe it's okay to average. It's like, man, you know what I'm talking about, right?
Watchable.
In the third act, it's so stupid. You can't unnotice it. This has to and the reason why I don't give excuses to the Flash is because it's been delayed for years, multiple years. They've had more than enough time to iron out these writing problems. More than enough time. That there is no excuse for that at this point.
Yeah.
Now, if the Flash, like we talked last Monday for the box office about the Flash, if the Flash doesn't make money. If there's no interest in the Flash of all characters from DC, right? Just start over. Just go to next year.
Yeah,
sorry,
2025. I don't know. I would honestly. I mean, they can't, but they really should have just completely. They shouldn't have even done the Flash where then it resets the universe. They should.
It just had to have the Flash come out at the end of the year. They should just have James Wan push Aquaman and Blue Beetle.
No, they should have just released. Yeah, they should have released Blue Beetle, Aquaman 2, and the Flash, and then just completely start over. Don't even tie those in really, but again, I will just say last thing though, because I was trying to. MSK kept derailing it again with those small things though. With Mrs. Only thing I don't. They are. I mean, listen, they're small and they go over kids' heads. They don't really care about that stuff. But
man, fuck them damn kids.
Listen, whatever your opinion is on that stuff, what I just don't get is how that's something like it like listen, like a fucking sex scene in like a film. Okay, don't take your kids to see that, but stuff like that, like just having like a trans kids lives matter flag in the background. It's like not only will kids not care, I just like don't understand, like even if they saw that and understood it, how in any way it would like mess up their minds. And also kids aren't like robots or fragile like glass. Like I'm not really like, and Mrs. has like said this a lot about certain films. She said like she didn't take the kids to because of certain things like that, and I've listened to it, and I'm just a little bit confused because yeah, it seems like some of them sure, but the majority of them it just seems like very minor things like that. Where I mean, there's even if they saw it, like there's no. It's not like anything like a fucking sex scene, like an Eternals or something. Like it's
yeah.
It's literally minor things, like literally just like, hey, I'm a trans person. Hi, like in a 5-second scene, and then she's like, yep, I'm taking my kid to see that. I'm like, what? It's just like a 5-second scene of like a trans person and then leaving. It's like I don't get it.
For me, as long as it does like little flags like that. I don't like those things, but as long as they don't affect the movie, then I think it's fine. Honestly, those kind of things don't affect how good that movie actually is. I'm saying if someone is, but hey man, it's all people's choices. Like people have choices to.
Yeah, I mean, what did you? I mean, what would you? Do you know like why maybe like what's your opinion on it? Like,
I don't know, man. I don't want to get into that right now. If we talked about that specifically, we would not be talking about League. Not just saying.
Probably. All I'll say though is just I mean, kids aren't like fragile glass.
They are impressionable though. They're not fragile, but they're impressionable.
Yeah, but they aren't fragile glass, and they also need to learn at a certain point. So don't be overly protective with your kids to a certain extent.
All right, boys, ready for the LCS? All right, starting now. LCS, let's go. So. For people who don't know, the LCS did start, and what ended up happening was, so people are gonna probably talk about what about the Player Association Riot debacle. Basically, they attempted to negotiate something. Riot just gave them some bullshit, and they thought they won. They didn't win anything. I don't know where people got they won. They didn't win shit. They get any of their demands. They got some chump change out of Riot.
They want a free coupon to Subway.
They're like, we won some money for the academy scene. Great. That's probably at minimum chump change to Riot.
That money's not going anywhere. That's going to be useless. It's going to be burned.
And the last thing I'll say about that before we move on to talking about the actual games and teams itself is if the players want to actually make a change, then they need to actually be a little bit more, I don't know, stern on making a change, not just kind of like caving at the earliest thing that Riot just hands out to them. Because as much as I know about a lot of this stuff, the players are never going to do it because it's not in their best interest to do it, because for to make it a long story short, guys, the players don't want to unionize because they'll have to take less money. They don't want to take less money, and a union would actually help them with collective bargaining, which would Riot would have to listen to, but it's not in Riot's best interest to have them make a union because Riot doesn't like dealing with the law. It's all this entangled shit. But people to factor in. This is not like the NBA or the NFL at all because the NBA and the NFL don't really own basketball or football. The teams actually own those things. So when people try to make these comparisons, they don't really work because traditional sports doesn't work the way this does. Actually, people forget, even in hockey, I don't know that much about hockey, but I do know this. Hockey wasn't really that profitable when it first started. They actually had to make a lot of changes to it to actually make it the way it is now.
Most of the sports
they do, but
but it took the players going, okay, we are gonna argue, but we have to like get some money in the scene. We'll have salary caps and unions and all that shit.
It's profitable. It's just not.
Also, people factor in sports like that. These guys are like grown men. In League, you're talking like 19, 18-year-old kids. That's a lot different,
too.
Hockey, yeah, right.
So you gotta realize there's bigger risk in hockey than League.
Sure, yeah.
Because it's not like no NFL thing where somebody can run up and pop you. Ain't nothing like that. It's you got security. Hopefully, you got security.
It's been around for I think like the second longest, tied for the longest with MLB. But it's always been like big. It's just never been like as big as like NBA.
Yeah, because people forget, dude. In hockey, a lot of the teams were doing pretty bad financially a long time ago. Until they had their unions and all this collective bargaining.
Yeah,
how much
let me just show you like player contracts for an example, right? Like the max in the entire league is Connor McDavid. Yeah, it is the best sport. Thank you.
Are you Sean Michael? Michael Sean?
But it is the best sport. Sorry, it's factual. I can go all the reasons why.
It's factual.
Yes, actually the best sport is soccer, but at the
no, soccer is like tied for that, and then it drops down, and then it's like if it wasn't for
black people have no Negroes.
What the fuck?
What?
And then if it wasn't, what does that even mean? Oh, and then I would say like third would probably be like too bad it was ruined. It's ruined by all the Reagan, but MLB, and then probably NFL.
Oh, no, MLB dropped. It's not as popular as it once was.
Because of all the shit they done.
All the steroids.
Oh yeah.
All that. Like,
I'm sorry. NBA is down on the fucking guy, but playoffs is top tier, just like hockey. But regular season in the fucking gutter.
It's 82 fucking games, and like you don't give a fuck. Like,
well, hockey's 82 games, but it works perfectly.
Yeah, because honestly, with it, you could do back to back to actually be perfectly fine. It's like plus you got longer. I think you got a longer All-Star break, but like 2 or 3 days. You got that plus I think you guys got the Commissioner Cup or some kind of like mid-season tournament now.
Yeah,
it's like because the NBA had it's like the issue with the NBA is like the NHL's commissioners actually got some balls. Adam Silver is a pussy. The
NFL commissioner, he'll tank every bit of criticism. He don't give a fuck. He'll take
criticism from anybody but the players because he'll find you.
You know what the LCS commissioner did? She was on Reddit constantly. The new lady that they got, Jackie Felling, because I remember it was Chris Greeley for a while.
After
Jackie Felling.
Yeah,
she was on Reddit for a while, and guess what she did? She said, I'm gonna retire from being the LCS commissioner. What have you done? I'm gonna focus on my mental health. What have you done?
Gee, that's what happened.
Wait, she already left.
Yeah, she left. She left around when Danny left back in like summer last year.
That's ironic, but anyway, no, like seriously, she just showed up and she was like at Worlds, handed out the reins, and then left. I didn't even notice she left because
she officially left the LCS in summer last year, but sure, she transitioned out of the role.
Michael,
exactly.
The NHL and the NBA are two opposites. It's like motherfuckers out here will have a broken ankle and still find a way to play. NBA and motherfucker have diarrhea and miss 2 days. Like that's the NBA for you. NBA is pussy.
Post Malone, fucking quarterback dude. His leg was popping out. You could
Post
see
Malone. No, wait. Who?
Fucking hell. Oh, Mahomes. Good Lord.
Patrick Mahomes.
Yeah.
You guys, my brain. I just got off work. Man. I just got off work.
No. Hockey is actually like
but
there's players who
have you guys seen have you seen the injuries in hockey? A motherfucker have a broken arm in hockey and still fucking play.
Yeah. Oh no, that is nothing. It can you should look up like lists of like top 5 players who like played through injuries in like the playoffs.
Who about the guy back in like '89 who got his slits
Clayton Malarchuk, and then
and then that motherfucker
and Richard Zednik as well.
And then that motherfucker came back like a month later and wanted to play.
Listen, that's nothing. Like, look, you should look up lists on it. Like, there's players who, like, they played through literally like every.
I remember that. Yeah, LeBron didn't want to play because he had cramps.
Cramps is though.
Cramps hurt. I'm not like Cramps hurt. Yeah.
But the reason why behind it is stupid. But that's a whole nother story. You got motherfuckers out here got with injuries. Like, oh, he got a fracture to a femur. But it's like
Elegant. How you doing, man? No, we're talking about how the LCS Player Association, their demands obviously didn't get met, and how it doesn't because when people use traditional sports, you can tell it's a bunch of nerds who just run on computers who never watch this stuff.
Because
people watch this, people listen, please. Not you guys, obviously. You guys know what I'm talking about. The NBA, the NFL do not own the game. It's so different. Okay, the NBA and the NFL do not own basketball and football.
NFL to a certain
degree
don't own football, but they do more likely have a.
Yeah, the teams have pretty much all the say in how this works pretty much. If the teams go, I want to have a salary cap where they get 10% less money, the league goes, yeah, sure. The league, how much money the teams generate is how much the NFL people get. So if they don't listen to them, it's not, if you don't listen to the billionaires making all the decisions, well, you can be on the streets then. That's how it works. Now, with this, the reason why it's so different is, like I mentioned before last week, Riot is the jury, the executioner, the Senate, the House, the treasurer. They're everything. The president. They own League of Legends. So the teams don't actually own anything. It's so, when people try to compare, it's really not. It's so different. It's so, the only thing you could probably compare is like, they should probably make a union because it would probably stabilize the scene and somewhat lead to a salary cap. Now, if the scene leads to a salary cap, I think it would be better because the scene does not generate enough money to be blowing all these contracts.
It does for the players, but Riot could be like, you know what,
and you said this last week too. Riot has never stepped in and went, hey guys, we don't make a lot of money. You guys need to stop bidding this much money. Do you really pay Bjergsen $2 million? They never did. They don't care, honestly. Like, Chaz is right. They've actually never stepped in and went, hey, we don't make a lot of money here. You need to kind of control how much you're spending.
That's why I can't really go out and blame the players. I'm like, okay, the players are to blame for taking all the money, but it's the team that's offering. Like, first of all, why the fuck are you going to offer? First of all, and I know I always go back to our argument. Why the fuck are you paying our move about 250? You paying this motherfucker a quarter?
Why he earned it?
Oh, he earned it, dude. Yeah, he's an LEC champion.
That guy got set up for life, playing like 3 seasons of.
That's at least 150K,
dude. Dang. At one point in 2020, Santorin was making over 700K on his contract. I'm not kidding you.
Yep.
700K. Do you know how much money that is? Do you know how much I could live off that in my whole life if I had that kind of money?
You know why this is more of the team's fault? This is what happens when motherfuckers had too much money to spend, and they don't.
How you mentioned it's agents too.
Agents too. But guess what?
Are the worst thing that happens.
But guess what? Also, the teams would be like, you know what? We're not going to pay this. Go test free agency, because you got to look at it like this. If you make all this money, because of course, during that pandemic, the 2018, 2019, that's when it was like people said that's when the LCS was last competitive. The 2020 came. There's more motherfuckers staying home and watching it during 2020, 2021.
And no, what Monty and Thorin said is true. I was there. I've been there for a lot of league shit. The players try to cancel the split, even though they're literally at home doing nothing, getting paid actually hundreds of thousands of dollars to play a split online. They actually try to cancel it and then have the balls and nerve to go, we should get paid. What? So you don't want to play, you want to get paid. The whole reason why you get paid is how you play. That's what I wouldn't take what LCS players say seriously all the time because they're just naive. I don't call them stupid. They're just naive. They're just naive, dumb little kids. That's just kind of how it is, you know? Mm-hmm. I expect it out of kids. I expect kids not to know how big financial situations work.
Yeah, I expect they're spoiled from all the past contracts.
Yeah. Like I expect a guy like fucking what's his name, Busio, not to know how a fucking contract works. He's like 19, probably.
Yeah.
You know, like he's barely even lived life at this point. You know, but all right, let's start going with the games, boys. And so to wrap it up, basically, the Player Association is nothing but a bunch of morons. Don't listen to anything that guy Philip Aram says. He looks like a bootleg version of Tom Hardy from The Dark Knight Rises. Actually,
why? He seems like a knowledgeable
his last name Aram. You know he said he
collabs with Travis Gafford, the best.
I don't mean no.
Wait, did he just repeat
no, he said that? No, because you know how Thorin asked him on the show about something about Travis or whatever, and then he mentioned
repeat that.
He said he's still gonna collaborate with Travis Gafford, the best journalist.
Fucking kill me. Oh, okay, yeah, that's all you need to know.
He said when it comes to League of Legends, Travis Gafford is the best one to go to.
Yeah, he said he's a pillar. Yeah, remember he said he's a pillar of the community.
Motherfucker gets like no views anymore on his videos. Fucking pillar my ass.
He's a pillar of the community, and Travis is the number one person to go to. Somewhat pretty much what
it's a pillar of fucking annoying players after a game. Jesus.
You can see me in one of his interviews.
He is pillar though. He actually is a pillar because
what's crazy is that there. If you guys go back in 2019, I actually came out with James out of one of the interviews. I think he had with Court JJ or some shit like that. I made a small little cameo there, just a small one.
Oh, you have to send that video. Well, anyway, he is a fucking pillar. He just stands there, fucking does nothing with a microphone.
What's crazy is that people have to understand, Travis, based on what he did for Double Lift, letting him live on his couch and all that other shit, he's basically in Riot's good graces. Why do people think Riot gives him the interviews? He has got on his knees so hard for them. Like, literally, I'm talking like on your knees, you need knee pads. The shit that James and his dad uses when they fucking do septic work. You need that for Riot's dicks. He got on knees for them.
Yeah, I will say, like, some of his older work was good, but then it fucking after that though, after like his older work in like around like 2014 and such, you know, like he covered the LMQ stuff. Well, after that, he like fucking felt like not just fell off a cliff. He like God, what's the word? He like fell into the same fucking like acid tank that Joker did in the Batman.
Oh, good lord. I mean, there. Oh no, there was one video. So I wouldn't say that his content is bad per se. It's just more like Hotline League is just so garbage.
It's the laziest content
It
ever.
used to be actually not that bad. It used to be like pretty decent.
It was good like in around like 2018 and such. And
it was always terrible. It was usually pretty decent. But the thing here is they let the most. So the format of the show is really weird because you can't come with your own opinion. You have to basically come with one that is not one that someone has come up with. I forgot really how it went. I haven't watched it in a long time, but so you can't even argue what you really want to argue. You have to kind of argue just a random point that you probably have no reason on. It's one of the dumbest things ever, dude.
And a lot of people just come in there to basically like troll to try to get like swing the whole.
That guy Tom Lewin from Reddit. Like, how is that not fucking a joke?
This guy's like, yeah, I think Clutch Gaming will make it out of groups. Like, fucking kill me. They'll
have takes where it's like fucking Double Lift will win Worlds this year. Why? Oh, because he has a lot of firepower in him. All right,
that's the same thing with Keijo and the Shy.
Oh yeah, yeah. It's like they do this on purpose. So it's like they just swing Hail Marys so that if they happen to be right, they look like geniuses. It's like they don't even actually believe in the.
I'll remember if you're wrong. I'm never gonna let him off or live that shit down.
Hey, the one guy was right about Cloud9 though in 2018 when he called in.
To be fair, I remember I told James that too. He thought I was crazy, but I saw how their team looked, and I actually thought they could make top 4 Worlds.
Yeah, no, it was obvious because fucking Vitality wasn't that good. They just had like pocket.
Oh, Vitality was great, dude. Italian Stallion Jizuke.
Jesus fuck. Yeah, like no, they could easily beat them, and then Gen G was washed up as fuck, especially Crown. Yeah. I knew it would happen.
No, I was like, when people were capping out their ass saying that, oh, Gen G's gonna get out of this group, it's like, bro, did you not watch Gen G throughout that year? They look god awful.
No, they don't, and that's the issue though. It's just like the people in 2019 or so when they were all surprised, like, oh my god, Fnatic beat RNG for that top 8 spot in groups. Oh my god, they must be EU's so good. It's like that's proof you fuckers don't actually watch the other regions and you just look at name value. RNG that year in 2019 when they got second seed, they were bad. They had a fluke playoff run in summer to make it there.
All right, let's go over the LCS 2023 Summer Split Week 1 standings. Let's start from the bottom and then work our way up to the top. Well, usually when I have sex with girls, you start from the bottom and you kind of work your way down, right? I think so. I've had sex a lot, so I think I would know that, right?
No, you wouldn't.
All right. So, FlyQuest, starting off 0-3, they ended up swapping out Ayla for Vulcan. They finished third last split, losing to Golden Guardians in the third place match to obviously go to the finals and then go to MSI. This was a team that started out really strong, but then has pretty much just fallen off the face of the earth.
Yeah, it's like okay, we know they've had struggles and lost to Golden Guardians and such, but they were still a good team. They still got third place. So to see this, it's like what the fuck. And also, the new player they got in is the only one playing well. All other 4 fucking suck ass. It's like it's Vulcan and a bunch of like fucking bots in the game.
Last split when they beat 100 Thieves, it was like okay, that's probably expected. But then when they faced Cloud9, they got like absolutely turbo fisted. They subbed in Winsome last minute to try and save their season against Golden Guardians. And
it was too little too late, but they looked way better with him. But now they sub him out again. Like, what the fuck?
Now you did this split. I think Vikla has just looked not that good, honestly. He's not looked good for a while at this point.
He's been bad right now. He's
He's been bad for a hot minute. Like, and if you don't have him kind of like as one of your star carries to, obviously carry the game, that's gonna look bad for you.
It's weird. Like I mentioned this on Twitter, but like when he was on KT, there were many things in his game where it did feel like there was a chance that he might have just been like getting carried and was just like to a good extent and was just like on his comfort picks, with like how he was in lane and stuff and in the game and in team fights, like not contributing as much, and that like Aria wouldn't have been like as much of a downgrade, but he was still like in lane and in team fights, like he still went like toe to toe against the best mids in like the LCK, like in lane, like he was like up CS and such against like all these mid laners like fucking Chovy at points. So I knew like he would drop off in LCS and get a little bit exposed, but I figured he'll still do a solid enough job, sort of like the equivalent, I would say, maybe like when he was on CLG for mid and they won the LCS. Yeah, to see him this fucking bad, like what?
No, he's fallen off the face of the earth. He's not been good for a while at this point. Vikla, he's been bad for.
Oh no, he's shit.
I would say he's been bad ever since week 5 of last split. I don't think he's actually had any standout games since then.
Yeah, and Spica has no chemistry with his team at all.
I said that going in. I said that going into the season, Spica is a bad player for this team. This does not.
You mean
work.
Vikla? You mean Vikla?
Yeah. No, Spica. I mentioned Spica too because his playstyle is not what these players
it's like
need.
he's a good player, but it's what it didn't seem like it would work well on paper.
First of all, his champion pool is not that it's limited. It's more like he can only play like 3 champions actually good.
The issue is the champions he play don't really line up with the champions they need as a team.
Right? Yeah.
I mean, this motherfucker shit is limited.
The only champion he really significantly shines on is like. Oh, every top pro could shine on Lee Sin. I'm not giving him that. Like Vi, but Vi's not meta right now. He doesn't really play Sejuani or Maokai particularly pretty well.
Oh, no, he sucked with Sejuani.
Yeah, it's like he's not. I've always seen
he's
as
good
kind
with
of like
the Mumu, but right now Mumu's more of a support champion.
Yeah, you're mostly picking Mumu for support because my thing here is I've never really saw the good that people have seen him. I've always think he's been really overrated.
Yeah, no, he had one excellent split. That's it.
Like he can't. He's not. And also his pathing is. He is so predictable with his pathing. Yep. You literally know where he's gonna be on the map. And what's he get to? Impact, I think, is still their best player right now.
Easily.
But you can't really carry through top lane through this patch. I mean,
I disagree. I think Impact has had a lot of struggles right now too. Like he's definitely not been.
Who's their best player?
Definitely not their bot lane.
I told you. What do you mean?
They look awful in the bot lane.
Is playing like shit. Vulcan isn't doing anything
Vulcan
wrong.
looked like ass this last 3 weeks.
What are you talking about?
They got completely gapped in every single
That wasn't Vulcan's fault.
It wasn't Vulcan.
It is the support's fault. You dictate how the lane goes.
No. It's Prince because Prince he's always out of he's always roaming when he shouldn't be. And it's like, what the fuck are you doing? Every time he gets caught out, it's somewhere he should not be.
If you watch the games closely, it's like the way he farms it always puts them into like a bad situation.
The issue with Vulcan is Vulcan and Prince don't have
good synergy. Be their actual carry. You have to put yourself in positions to carry the game or get yourself a lead, right?
Yes, but the way he does it is so fucking shit in lane. It caught. Go
back and watch some of these games, man. Vulcan has been playing like pretty. He played pretty bad this week, man.
Vulcan and the issue is Vulcan and Prince don't have any synergy.
No, and I agree with that. Like I think the synergy's just not been good right now. Now, obviously right now everyone.
Why was a dumb pickup? Like he should have went to NRG and then they should have just kept Winsome. What the fuck were they doing?
NRG should have just kept fucking Puma and Luger, who made back-to-back LCS finals that made Worlds, right?
Jesus Christ. Yeah, no, I'm sorry.
I don't know why. But I'm still trying to wonder why EG blew up the fucking team. They said it's money, but I know it's bullshit. EG got one of the deepest pockets in the fucking league.
I think it was definitely a lot of internal issues, but yeah, I mean. With fucking, again, I'm not saying he's like been great or anything, but again, all the lane and shit is seriously like 80% Prince's fault. And then outside of lane, he's been easily by far the best on fly, not even remotely close.
I'm gonna tell you why it's 60-40 Prince. Vulcan's synergy with the team is just damn near non-existent. It's
he's been making plays. Like he's of course it's not going to be
plays,
like synergy.
He makes plays, but half the team's already dead. Like
because they can't communicate. Because
I'm saying
that's
like
like making a 3-point shot when you're down by 29.
Like, because they can't communicate. There's 4 fucking Korean speakers.
If Prince and let's use that 100 Thieves game for example. That game was lost purely through bot lane. They laned like they couldn't even play Aphelios and Yumi. That might be the most cheat code bot lane ever.
The only other cheat code bot lane is
Zeri and fucking
Zeri Yumi or Jinx Yumi.
Yeah, like they couldn't even if you can't. Same thing. I gotta be fair here.
And Yumi's nerfed too.
Last split had hard times playing the best bot lane. There's a reason why I emphasize bot lane is very important. Bot lane is the best lane right now to play through on this patch. If they can't even play Aphelios Yumi, that's a big
but then
problem.
Look at Impact. Impact has been fucking like losing his lanes, and then he does nothing outside. Can't do shit. He always misses his fucking damage.
Just like Fudge when he was playing badly this week.
What? Come on.
Fudge got killed by Rich. Man, it was looking rough out there.
No, he didn't get killed by Rich. He killed himself.
He did. He late. Oh Lord.
Yes, he was.
My
Rich.
God.
Yes. What do you mean? He won the trade off of Rich, but then he was an idiot.
Jumping in and killing himself.
That's winning. But then he was an idiot and jumped in. Rich didn't fucking beat him.
Fucking hell. Chaz, you see what I gotta deal with this man? This man is cognitive dissonance with this man is insane.
What do you mean? Fudge beat himself. Rich didn't do shit.
Did you see Fudge's dick at one point? Did you see his fat Australian BBC out?
Sadly not.
Good Lord. All right, but yeah, FlyQuest. Yeah, this was a big disappointment. Now, I did mention before, I would say you scapegoated Ayla, but people were like, Ayla was the problem. No. This, 2 things can be true. Ayla was a problem. He was playing abysmally bad. That's true. He was playing bad.
It wasn't that he was playing bad. He should have never came in.
Awful is what you
mean. No. I'm saying they should have just kept Winsome in because they did too good with Winsome that when Ayla came in, it was like it's the whole due to your paying so much, you have to play him kind of thing. And that's the issue. Yeah. When you're paying somebody that much, you don't want to keep them on the bench because you want to get your usage out of them. And then that's the issue. It's like it's the whole
because I was watching them play.
It's the whole Phillip Rivers Drew Brees thing.
Yeah, because Ayla did not play well actually with Prince either. Like he played pretty bad for the most part. It's understandable why they got rid of him. I just didn't like how they scapegoated all their problems on Ayla. No, they had no problems outside of Ayla. Their laning had all fallen to shit. Their macro play had fallen to shit. It was
the main issue with Ayla.
Their objective control fell to shit.
Ayla and the GM not for not keeping Winston in. That's the two. Ayla not playing well was a good issue, but them looking at Winston like, okay, he's good, but we have to play Ayla. Like when you have to play him because of money. And not because if your coach is telling you Winston better, we have to keep playing him, and then the manager's like, yeah, but we're paying Ayla. Ayla's got to play. That right there is a management problem. It is a player problem too because Ayla's just not good. But it's like that's why now you're starting to see it's like, okay, you got Winston, you can play him. Oh, it's like no, we're gonna still play. Oh no, we're gonna go pick up Vulcan. What? You got 5 fucking Korean, and now you're gonna pick up a white dude that speaks no Korean. Oh, okay, all right. Yep,
it's the whole thing of they wanted to scapegoat Ayla for all the issues. I mean, Ayla was an issue, but he wasn't the main issue.
He wasn't the main issue.
Their team fighting. If people don't go back and watch their team fighting fell to abysmal shit.
Their early game was predictable because the minute you knew where they were going, you just
yeah. I mean, I'm not saying they can't. I mean, improve from here. I mean, obviously, yes, it is week 1. Yes, clearly people are going to overreact. But looking at how they played, they lost in a good about 15 minutes. They lost in a lot of these games. It literally was decided, and basically the only game that was somewhat close was the Golden Guardians one. And I mean, to be fair, Golden Guardians were mostly playing badly themselves.
Was one unless I'm confusing it with another, there was. Actually, was it like the NRG versus EG game that I was thinking of? I don't talk.
God, we have to go.
I don't remember. I think there was. Yeah, okay. It might have been like an NRG game instead. I guess where they should have won and they go up 2-1. I think there might have been one where Fly should have won, but then they just fucking I don't even know what they did. It was like magical.
I honestly thought Golden Guardians were better throughout this week too. Like their record doesn't really show. Like they're playing decent for the most part. I think they threw.
They're playing. They're always playing from behind. That's the issue.
Yeah, they Cloud9 obviously they looked okay. I'll go about that game in a second, but we want to talk about that game. So yeah, against EG, they really should have probably won that game. That was really in their favor. Honestly.
Yeah. So it was that one, right? Yeah. They should have, and they completely.
Yeah, this one was a throw on their part. Like they were.
No, that and the other one that happened.
No, that was, I went back and saw that game. I don't know. Golden Guardians never had full control of it. That's the issue. They just never,
really?
From where I'm seeing it, they never
had control. Like I don't know.
Not really. It's the same Golden Guardians. They never.
Yeah.
When they have full control, they end the game. When they don't have full control, it's hard for them to end the game.
Oh, you think they have an ad blocker on your fucking thing?
Okay. So I remember Licorice was. Licorice has now been their best player. He's been popping out pretty hard.
Licorice is the best player as of now.
Licorice was. He was fisting revenge.
Everybody was fisting revenge. Stixay was fisting revenge. Stixay.
Before we get into this, revenge still sucks. I don't care what says. That guy, this man is invisible now. Before he was just playing bad. Now he's just invisible.
Yeah, no, it's a great strategy though. He's so invisible that people don't even remember he's in the game, so they don't go for him. It's great.
Yeah.
Oh my god, man! Watching River and people said, "Oh, it's Revenge's fault." Kenvy's been playing bad. No, Kenvy is just dog shit. Kenvy just sucks.
I mean, Kenvy has been playing better, but it's.
I don't know who you are anymore. I don't know who's playing it anymore.
He played solid. He was a good reason why they won those games.
Okay, this was the game where, I remember they had a commanding lead in this game at some point. It was never like gold lead favorite, but you felt like Golden Guardians had the. Oh, I remember. Yes. Okay, they messed up the team fight. I remember this game. Yep. They messed up a team fight.
That's why I say they never have. They had control, but it was never full control.
They should have though, but they just they messed up.
They coinflipped the team fight.
And that's the issue. Yeah. That's the same issue they had last year. The issue is the only reason why Golden Guardians will always get bailed out because that other team will always make one more mistake than them.
That's right.
Well, that's the EG right now, basically.
Yeah.
Okay. Now remember the game. They had I would say the tempo advantage the entire game for the most part up until when.
But I never fully thought that.
Stixay the one who got caught out. Yeah, oh, yeah, I remember that.
They had the better team comp as well, but
God.
Yeah. You know what's struggling though is them relying on Stixay with this comp for the damage.
Stixay just looks like he's just fucking so bad.
They really rely just fully on Stixay for this comp.
Yeah, I remember they were ahead in some areas where it looked like they could have closed it out. Now, to be fair, EG's comp is better as the game moves on. Yeah, their comp is it's just better.
That's why I went and watched the highlights, and then depending on what game, I tend to guess what games you guys talk about. I go back, I watch the whole game at work, literally. I got
there we go. That's why. Okay, I remember this. Okay, so Licorice. Okay, so they tried to do the Baron. I remember this. Yeah. They started the Baron. Licorice is walking late. They engaged too early. Licorice whiffs his equalizer. That's why they lost the game. Yeah, they completely fucking bad Baron throw.
That's why I said they
never for Licorice to come in.
That's why I said they never had full control. They had control, but it was never control. I was like, oh, they got this. I'm like, if they don't fuck up, they got this.
Would you say that's just being too? What's that word? Antsy? Being too overeager? There's a word for
it. It's being
impatient.
Impatient. Yeah, you were too impatient.
Yeah, now I remember this. I almost turned the screen off watching this. They literally just could have waited for Licorice to appear.
They could have waited 5 more seconds, waited for Licorice, but no.
They're not going to challenge you in this. They're not going to walk into. Why would an Aphelios Lulu Jace comp walk into a Nautilus with a fucking what's the name Cassante and a Nami? Not going to walk into you in the Baron doing that.
Yeah, it's a great strategy. What are you talking about?
Go fuck yourself.
Yeah, man. You just get 5. Man, you get 5 ultimate, and everybody up in the air.
Look at this. Now, why they're fighting right here? River blows his ult on Unforgiven. Unforgiven doesn't even cleanse it. He knows he's so far away. He doesn't even cleanse. He doesn't even flash it. He still has
really
his
waste
up.
Their fucking ults on Revenge.
Oh no! Watch what River does with Nautilus right here. Look at what he does. He ults Unforgiven, right? before this a little bit. So he starts here, right? He hooks in Revenge. He ults Unforgiven right there. He's knocked up. Nothing. Licorice whips his Equalizer. That's all their tools. Now just go in and kill all of them. They have nothing.
Yeah.
They have nothing now. Now their burst is gone.
Yeah, the only hope they had left after that was Gory, and then he immediately fucking died.
Exactly.
I mean, you have Stixxay, the greatest ADC in LCS history.
Fuck.
He's won like 6 titles.
Honestly, this league right now, like, this is also in like LEC, LCK. This has been, and like not only just like with the stands right now, just like literally each and every game, like I could break down. It made my fucking brain explode these last 2 weeks. But yeah, this entire LCS league right now is a shit show. There's Cloud9 and Team Liquid, who I knew would improve this split, who are the genuinely good teams still. And then the rest of it is literally just a clusterfuck. Like, there's no third team. They're all
Sean,
like just...
this is week 1. Okay.
No, I'm saying how they look right now, though. It's literally a clusterfuck, it looks
like.
Oh,
no, it's for sure a clusterfuck.
No, because every fucking team, like, that's up, like, 2-1, they could have easily been down, like, 1-2 or 0-3. They just got bailed out from the other teams.
Dignitas should be 0-3. This is the only win they're getting in weeks.
Oh, yeah, and same thing. Evil Geniuses, Immortals could have easily been 1-2 or 0-3, but the other teams just threw the games. And same thing with the 1 and 2 teams.
TSM played up against who first? Team Liquid, I think.
Yeah.
I think they did, right?
Yeah,
no, it was day 1. Oh my god, I have to show people this. Oh damn, Greece, you're trying to get an ass ball now?
These idiots went the fucking kick. These fucking idiots
I'm trying to lick her shitter like an apple fritter.
Imagine these fucking idiots gave the 2 most autistic motherfuckers on the platform.
Oh my god, you can't say that.
Oh, they gave the 2 dumbest people on the streaming platform 100 mil to go to fucking kick.
Non-exclusive too.
Fucking idiots. No,
right,
kick
so
is literally as bad as Twitch.
So, all right, let's go to TSM. So TSM throughout this week looked questionable at best. They like I said, so last split with Solo, they put him on carries, right, the whole time. And then after that, you have them now having Hanser, but all they've placed Hanser on is just Malphite. Hanser's been on nothing but Malphite these last 3 games.
He's a good Malphite player, and again, he's been a
It's
good,
hard to be a bad Malphite player.
Again,
he's just saying.
Yeah, well, true, but again, he's been like a good weak side guy for a little while now instead of carry, but again,
I want someone to see what this guy just did. Hanser almost made my brain sink.
Yeah,
there was a play he did that was so bad. Okay, give me 1 second.
Yeah, I mean, TSM has basically been like what we expected, though, which is team
watch this.
that looks good at points and squeezes out some wins because of their like poise and experience, but they're pretty much like guaranteed to be like around 7th or 8th at best.
Mm-hmm. I want to show you guys this really quickly. Hanser did one of the dumbest Malphite ults ever. Okay, so first of all, if you're Malphite and you're already gonna die, why not take a chance and ult up this way instead of trying to ult downwards? Before this highlight, he actually could have lived, but he ulted downwards. He literally could have just lived if he just ulted upwards. He just ulted downwards. I'm supposed to take people in this league seriously, people doing shit like that. The guy could literally just live ulting up, but he chooses to ult down because reasons. And then players are going to gas you. No, I had to do it. I had to ult downwards to die because, you know, my girlfriend wasn't going to blow my dick from the back. Like, what? Bro. That might have been one of the worst top lane plays I have ever seen. A person who could consciously know they could live, but choose to kill themselves in the server. But no, Sean is right. Like, Team Liquid did actually play pretty well this for the most of the games. I don't know. I'm putting asterisks here. I don't know if this is going to stick. I'm still.
I think it will. I mean, if teams improve, yes, but if they don't, then I think it will stick. I think they're a good team.
I agree. If teams don't actually become even somewhat slightly better, I think TL just kind of.
Yeah, like again, there's still flaws in their games, of course. Like there's still some flaws in Core JJ, PO6, and Harry's games and stuff. But
pause right here.
But literally, the majority of their issue was the coach, and then they actually improved to a real coach. Wow.
Let's go to NRG, who's basically CLG. Rebranded. Well, NRG was in the league before, but we'll worry that later.
Yeah, they really should have went like 2-1 this fucking week, but then like they
actually should have went 2-1.
Yeah, then they played against Immortals and were like, here,
Here's a free way. Oh my god, that game almost broke my soul. I was FBI. Like, you were like, man, why did fucking CLG get rid of the greatest ADC ever? Poom for that dog water FBI. It's like, bro, did you not see how well he was playing? That's why they got rid of Poom.
Yeah, it's like fucking how, and then they upgrade to that's not an upgrade, Ignar. It's like you could have had Vulcan and you fucking get fucking kill me.
People were actually going, man, why'd they get that fucking finalist champion winning FBI for the fucking Turkish Poom, or if I was named Luger, Turkish Luger, or championship winning LCS player FBI. Now I'd rather have my fucking washed up ADC who's bad. He barely lanes well. It's like, what is this?
Yeah, I mean, he was great for a certain while, but he fell off.
So NRG, I'll say contracts outside of day one looked pretty solid for the most part. Yeah. Dokla still just looks.
Well, that day one was a clusterfuck. The last 3 games of day one were almost all perfect games, and they were all by the teams we expected to lose.
Oh, also, I want to make sure this too. If you go back and watch this week's of games, day one were pretty much just all blowouts except for like TSM versus Team Liquid.
Yeah, day one honestly felt like a lot of teams like that just like get being rusty, like they didn't fucking practice in the off season or some shit.
And we also had I think contracts played better after day one. Doklo still looked kind of like just meh, honestly, just okay. What's the guy's name? Palafox, he just looked kind of just like okay.
Yeah, Palafox had a rough week.
FBI, I mean, if they play through FBI, they're basically trying to do that strategy they did with Puma and Luger, so they're going to probably do it with, in theory, better players, obviously, you know?
Yeah, Ignar is a better fucking player. I got to give Ignar credit, though. You know, he's like the new best player, just like stealing paychecks. He's better than Stixay now.
Oh, Lord.
Oh, man.
Oh, Lord. All right, TSM, like I mentioned before, Insanity actually did play decently. I mean, I can give him that.
I mean, he was like the best academy mid laner with Diplex, so
he was decent. I'll say that. Now they're gonna swap out. So I know 100 Thieves and TSM. They're gonna get their Korean imports starting this week coming up, right? Boogie not Boogie. What's his name? Quid. Quid's for sure playing week 2. They already said that. I'm pretty sure Ruby's going to be in for week 2. I'm pretty sure of that. But, I mean, Insanity looked pretty decent for the most part. It's hard to really tell given it's just so few games, obviously. Okay, after that, let's go to Golden Guardians. We already did kind of talk about them. Licorice, hey, man, did a complete 180. I'm proud of it. You know, he's looking pretty strong now. That's good.
Yeah.
That's pretty much all I can say. They all still kind of look the same relatively.
Yeah, all these teams look the same right now. Besides,
Gory, I think still looks like one of the best mids. I think he was still playing as well as he did.
He's still doing good in lane and such. Yeah.
Yeah, River. I don't think he should be on Nautilus Jung. Like, you can't really give this guy those kind of champions. He needs like something that has a lot more damage to it. 6A and Huhi. I mean, 6A. He's still an ADC. I think maybe. I guess. Who else is after Golden Guardians? We'll do. Guys, I'll be honest here. Dantosh and I will win. Dantosh is terrible. Dantosh is actual ass.
No, they deserve the win. But they played better.
What earth and dimension are you in right now?
What they played better. What do you want me to say?
In what? Where? Where's this gameplay?
The game they won. What do you mean?
Where is this gameplay?
I'm not saying they played well, but their opponent was shit too, and they were less shit.
Did someone retweet me? Oh my goodness.
Yeah, well, what? They were less shit. That's all.
Here. I want to give you this. Here, Sean. Here.
The Dig in the last game played more of like what I
thought. No. That was no way, man. Dig. Here. This is for you.
What?
The fuck?
Can't hear anything. I'm not saying they were good. I'm just saying that it is expect more of what you expect.
The fuck's going on? What's my audio?
You muted your tab. You muted. No, you unmuted your tab, but then you muted the video.
Oh,
yeah,
dang.
No, it doesn't matter. Your joke's ruined. Bye.
My joke's not ruined. Fuck you.
Ariel, play the motherfucking joke, nigga.
It's the biggest piece of dog shit that I have
You
ever
already
heard.
ruined your thing, and
That
honestly,
was
you
it?
have Dwayne
Nigga, that was
Johnson
all
there,
that for that 4
double
seconds?
L.
I'm just saying, Dignitas are horse shit. Dignitas lucky they have that win.
Yeah,
they're
well,
so bad.
They have some moments in their
They
gameplay.
don't. Tomo and Diamond
They
are
do.
horrible.
There's moments in their gameplay.
There's moments of them
in
not getting
Jensen's
fisted.
gameplay.
Jensen's
there's
getting camped
moments,
the whole
and
time.
I'm
There's
saying
not
there's
moments.
I'm not saying they're good, bitch.
No, they don't have any moments. They're
Good
just
hoe.
a straight up bad team.
No, I'm not saying they aren't bad, but there's moments, and those moments, as I predicted, the split will get them some wins and might get them 8.
Dig
That's
already
what I
got
predicted.
Dig got their first ones faster than they did last split. It took them 9 games to get their
They
first
have 9
win.
weeks last split to get it.
No, 9 games.
9 games, yeah, which is what 6 weeks.
It went
right?
0-9 the first split, and then they end up beating. I think it was EG or it was FlyQuest or no, not FlyQuest. Was it
The
FlyQuest?
first game was with EG. It was the first win actually.
Yeah, and they beat them.
Dude, no, that this team is terrible, man. EG losing to that is pretty bad for the most part. I'm not expecting they're gonna win any games anymore.
Hey, guess
no
what?
way.
Yeah,
Guess
well,
what?
I mean,
Guess
EG
what?
got
Rich is
lucky
better than
anyway.
Armoot. Rich is better than Armoot.
Of course, that's.
I want you to say that again slowly.
Yeah, and Hoon would be better than Armoot. What bar is that?
The shit you took yesterday is better than Armut, probably. There's not much more you can get worse. If Rich was worse than Armut,
Rich
you
has
might
been
just
doing
reach
well,
the
though.
split.
I mean, I still think Hoon would have been just as good, but Rich has been doing good.
No, Rich actually is playing fine for the most part. I think teams should not sweat facing Dignitas. Like, they might be one of those teams where they get... I'm not saying they're going to get no more wins past this. They probably might get a few more wins, but judging from just this week alone, they're still as bad as they were last week. Tomo and Diamond are just not good. It's just so bad.
Yeah, I mean,
Tomo is so dog shit.
I'm just a little confused of why they're struggling. Like, I'm not expecting them to be like a good bot lane at the LCS level, but there's moments in their games and with how they played in like Academy where
they're just such reactionary players. They don't really.
Well, I would
do
at least
anything.
expect them not to like hold their own at least, like with how they are. In
No,
Academy.
they're just reactionary players. They don't actually lane very well, and you can see it from their actual play. They're just hoping teams just throw into them.
Watch
Like what
Diamond
EG did.
in Academy, he's an insanely good support. He always lands hooks. Like
It's good to land. If you see,
he's
it's
a good
easy to
playmaker.
land. If I'm fishing, it's easier to fish in a pond than it is the ocean, obviously.
Yes, but he's good enough. But okay, I knew you were gonna say that, but my point is he's good enough to an extent in Academy and with like shot calling and making plays where yes, he's obviously not going to be very good in LCS, but I don't understand how he should be struggling to this extent though. He should at least be like decent and not get fucking like fisted in lane.
Yeah. So let's go to the next team we have here. 100 Thieves, actually. 100 Thieves. Okay. Day one, it looked like, man, reinvigoration here. Looked like, man, they're about to go and stomp the league.
Yeah,
Then the other 2 days happened.
Their first game was fucking.
Their first game was actually pretty impressive. I'll give them that.
It was against FlyQuest, so they fucking lost to a coach. You lost to a coach.
Okay,
and a bad coach. A coach who was like, everybody was saying, why is he still on teams in his last 2 years of LEC?
So let's start it here. 100 Thieves got knocked out. Was the first team to lose playoffs last split. They got knocked out by FlyQuest and Golden Guardians, actually. So they're like, Beerson retires. He leaves esports just in general, but he's still going to be at the LCS studio watching, which is okay, whatever. But they keep Double Lift. They keep Closer. They bring back Someday. Tenacity leaves, and they keep Lucio. And they get Quid in for the mid lane. They can't play Quid. He just arrived, obviously. They choose to play Nuke Duck. Now, people did say that if you played Nuke Duck last with Beerson, it would be a little bit better. I don't think so. Nuke Duck's not that good, okay?
He's not that good, but he's more aggressive than Beerson because Beerson is too passive. That was the issue.
Nuke Duck would give you a little bit more than what Beerson did. And that might have been what they needed, honestly.
He looked better than Bjergsen. That's a hilarious thing.
So 100 Thieves end up stomping FlyQuest pretty hard. Double Lift was out here looking like he was like ruler or some shit from JDG. Yeah. Good God. And then they ended up playing up against Team Liquid. That game was pretty good from Team Liquid side. The 100 Thieves draft, I was not a fan of that. Because that's when they drafted Jax, right? No. Yeah, it was Cassante. They drafted. Yeah, this one of these draft was really, really odd.
They was going for a mid game
Yeah.
draft. The issue is you got to get to a good state in the mid game in order to win.
Mm-hmm.
Right. So let's see. Their draft ended up being something like this, obviously. So, ooh,
I went to go with Filios Melio because that doesn't blend well. Although, sorry, I mean for Team Liquid, but it worked. Lucian Nami is the easiest thing to counter now. It's the easiest thing to play, but the easiest thing to counter. Like,
yeah, and I wouldn't really peg Nuke Duck to be a LeBlanc player as much anymore.
oh
I'm just
god,
saying.
no, not after
Not at his age. I mean, if he was a bit younger, yeah, but like the way he was playing LeBlanc looked like he was just trying to stabilize the game. Like you can't be a LeBlanc trying to stabilize.
No. He looked like a menace trying to play LeBlanc.
Yeah.
Well, a Menace is a decent LeBlanc player. I don't know.
I like a menace, but
he's a Korean, you know.
Less mechanic. He needs to just get back to doing the basics. Just give him a champion that's like a point and click.
So the same thing I said about Jensen with Dignitas, I mean, still kind of applies to 100 Thieves. Like they know 100 Thieves' best shot at winning a lot of their games obviously comes to their bot lane. Not even just because it's a bot lane centric meta, because that is kind of like their carry player, essentially. So I remember they killed Yeon in this, and they tried re-engaging. I remember in the NRG game against 100 Thieves, they went down and camped him. I'm sorry, they went against their bot lane level 3 with contracts when it was on Kha'Zix. This game was like, no, this was pretty just good from Team Liquid. Team Liquid tried to play a slow game out. They knew that if they played it slower and they played it more,
they were playing them more LCK style.
Yeah, they knew if they played the LCK style, they would just kind of win the game. Now, this 100 Thieves comp has to win early. I don't know why they picked LeBlanc, thinking that LeBlanc was going to be some sort of like stabilization. You don't pick LeBlanc to stabilize the game.
They was trying to use LeBlanc for mid game because this is let Lucian get to level 6 with Nami and then go off. But the issue is you gotta get to level 6. You gotta get Kha'Zix. A lot of these are mid games because you gotta get Kha'Zix to level 6 because Sante's better at level 6. LeBlanc's better at level 6.
Yeah,
and eventually
LeBlanc also needs to be able to pair up with, or whoever's playing LeBlanc on your team has to be able to pair up with your jungler to make picks. And if he's not really doing that, then LeBlanc's gonna not be as useful as Ahri, because Ahri can make picks a lot easier, a lot more effective too. And you're thinking like, well, okay, they're combo like a Jackson or two. It's like, bro,
they was trying to play for the bot lane. The issue is the Kha'Zix it was a mess.
Also, that jersey they're wearing right there, I don't know when they're gonna release that. That looks actually clean as fuck, honestly. I'll give them that.
They might not release it. The word is it might be limited at first. That's mean. Like,
first come, first serve, baby.
No, it depends on what size. Because your size is gonna be first come, first serve. My size, it might still be sitting there.
For the NRG game, contracts did a bot lane dive against Double from Busio. He actually got both of the kills. 2 kills over to the Kha'Zix that early is not going to go well if you want to get your comp ahead or in the mid game. Then he was like, all right, I'm Kha'Zix with 2 kills. I'm pretty much almost close to that first item that Kha'Zix built. I forgot what he built.
It was using contracts as the main carry.
Then he goes up top, gets another kill. They can't challenge that dragon now because contracts has 3 kills. And then somehow the These still gets the dragon. It's just kind of
because energy is so bad at Dragon and Barons. It's
so bad how that shouldn't even be a thing.
You could take a team off CLG, but they still have the CLG spirit. The stuff they should be good at, they're bad at, and vice versa. It's like,
right.
How the fuck are you losing the shit team?
This is just so bad. The fact that NRG is that ahead and they still lose the objective that's crazy.
That's why I'm still calling them CLG because that's what they are. It's kind of logic because whatever should go right goes wrong, and it's like, oh, this didn't go right for me, but I still was able to get the objective. What? It's like at this point, yeah. This is at the point where I knew it was like, okay, now this game is over.
Yeah, this is also one of those kind of weeks in the LCS where a team is just like, you know how like a team will sub in a player and that player will do well for that one specific day, but then as the day goes on, as the other days come in, you're like, there's a reason why he's not the starter. Like, there's a reason why they didn't actually start Nuke Duck over Beerson last split, even though Beerson didn't play that well. There's reasons for that. It's not because
Beerson was actually the starter, wasn't it?
Yeah, and plus they also knew that Beerson was also kind of mechanically better too. You can see in how they played. Nuke is not as mechanically as good as Beerson either, but Nuke is like smarter at knowing how to play the macro game.
That's why he's a coach. He's good at understanding it, but he's not good at playing it. It's that's why he says sometimes the best coaches are guys who are not good players. Like
and I'll give it to Double if he actually played well this week. I mean, I think he played well for the most part. I mean, you can't really play Zeri Yumi bad, honestly.
I mean, he played well. He didn't play great, though. Again, I really think it's just a team. I still think they're a good team, but I think they're still frauds when it comes to like being top 3 or top 4.
No, you're saying they're frauds?
No offense, the LCS are fraud in general. Like,
yeah. So if they do make it, so if they do make it, it's just because of that, though. But yeah, I mean, with Double If though, yeah, I mean, he played sort of well, I guess.
There's really not much you can. I mean, you can't really play bad with Zeri Yumi. I mean, it's.
But like Yumi's still slightly nerfed in a sense where it's like you get kind of counter Yumi easily.
Yeah. But so I will also
they are getting Quid.
The coach thing.
They're also getting Quid this week coming up. So if they're trying to integrate Quid into the team, I hope it doesn't have that growing pain period of they're going to lose a lot of games because they're trying to get him acclimated to the team. I hope that doesn't happen.
I've been practicing with him already. The issue is
I think it's going to go well.
The issue is he couldn't play because of, like, I was like, didn't he already have his visa? I guess
you have to renew it during the splits because it classifies as a work visa for the LCS. So you have to renew it after a split, immigration laws and shit, honestly.
Yeah.
So people were watching this going, but Nuked Up, he was playing pretty well. No.
Okay, let's go on to the next team.
Yeah, there's a reason why he's the coach. People are like, that team lost to a coach. He's not going to be their starter for sure. There's reasons for that. Okay. All right. So 100 Thieves ended up going 1 and 2.
Yeah.
Immortals. This is an actual fraud team. They're not this good. Come on, let's be honest here.
Energy, like I said, that's energy for it. Energy had that game won.
I was talking about Immortals.
No, I'm saying no. That's why Energy had that game won, and Energy is CLG with just new clothing on. It's like they cannot close out versus Immortals, but then they can stop 100C. It never makes any sense. And Immortals' like draft was not like overly great. It was like, oh, okay.
Yeah, because I remember Immortals lost. What was the game they had where they could have? No, they had a comeback game against EG. But they had one of the stomp. I mean, every team had a stomp game. I mean, every team had one of those.
Like day one, there was 3 like shutouts. Like, what the fuck?
For sure. Mm-hmm.
The fuck is this?
Oh, this was the game. This game right here proves why they're frauds. If they face anybody slightly better as players than any of these guys, they just look like choke artists. This team is this team is bad. Now, obviously, they're gonna make probably playoffs a split. I imagine they will. It's 8 spots. Obviously,
there's only 2 teams that don't. That's kind of like
if they lose this bad to top teams, or if we're considering TL a top team, I'm good. This team is still gonna be pretty bad.
Who do you think will miss playoffs?
That's a good question. I still imagine Dig would.
I think Dig is 1.
Yeah.
You go
who else?
You go TSM 2.
Maybe
TSM, Energy, 100 C's. Like, what do you think?
Who looks better to you throughout this week in the games, IMT or TSM? That's what you're gonna go by then. I don't know, honestly.
I think IMT. I think IMT is, if you do not close out a game against them, they're going to find a way to come back. Because they did that last. Think about it. You know how many times IMT had the game, threw the game, and then they actually threw against Dig. Dig just threw harder. Like, I don't want to win this game. You win. The fuck? One of y'all motherfuckers win. It was a 46-minute game, and like IMT could have ended at 25 minutes, and they
I think Treats has been a massive improvement over full ass. Like, I mean, that was just gonna be full ass.
I mean, fucking hell.
You was fleshier, right?
Oh, it was full ass to me. I just saw some full ass there.
It was fleshier, right?
Teams played so badly against Tactical before they played against Team Liquid that it looked like Tactical was going to be one of the best ADCs. Obviously, I'm not thinking that, but teams can play so badly against another team. It makes you think like, damn, that guy must be pretty good. Then you look at games like this and you go, no, he's not good. So Immortals, I think they'll be a decent middle of the pack team. Like they're not a team that you want to underestimate, but if people watched how Kenvi was playing, even as Kenvi looks still dog shit. Even his team could look really good, but he himself is terrible. And that's all I can say for IMT pretty much. I mean, I think they'll be a middle of the pack team as the standings kind of, shape up a little bit more. All right, what was the next team? Evil Geniuses. This was a team pretty much made of just random players, essentially. I thought JoJo Pion popped up pretty hard this past week. I thought he played pretty well.
Yeah,
honestly,
he popped off, definitely. He improved, and I think Armeo did his job well, as I expected. And then with their bot lane, Unforgiven showed why the fuck he's not an LCS over Doublelift. And then the other two were just fucking carried hard. And they really should have went 1 and 2 max. But, again, this has been a shit show.
This came out a little bit better than I thought it was. I thought it was going to be a complete disaster. I'm not even kidding. I thought this was about to be a fucking shit show over here.
No, honestly. It's going to be middle of the pack, always like 6th place or something.
These two are probably going to be the ones fighting each other for that, 5th, 6th spot, honestly. Because I think, I don't know, because a lot of these teams, like these kind of ones, it's if JoJo Pion isn't popping off for them, I have to see who else is going to be able to do it for them. Because they really honestly could have just been 3-0 too, honestly, themselves. They really shouldn't have lost a dig like that. That's just embarrassing. But then again, you get over those losses in week 1.
But Dig win those kind of games, though. They win where, if you give them...
You throw?
If you give them 2% chance to win, the motherfucker's going to find a way. Justin is going to find a way. Now he doesn't have our move to just stare down and want to kill.
Mm-hmm.
Go back and oh my god, the way Jensen was just stare at seeing touring and our move, mostly our move, you
should have saw the way he was staring at his team after the first 2 days of games. Good lord, you were about to just get on stage and fist fight someone again.
He wanted to murder all 4 of his teammates.
Go back and look at
hack everybody and DDoS them.
I want people to say, go back and look at Jensen's cam after they got fucking railed by IMT day 1.
Yeah, and he was thinking of going back to fucking Incarnation.
Dignitas is lucky. This ain't 2015 Jensen. He would have probably, oh my god, he would have called Armu a fat Turkish whatever.
Oh god,
you lucky you don't got 2015, but you got 2023 Jensen. 2015 Jensen might have gone so permabanned again.
Team Liquid, Summit actually played pretty well. I'll give it to him. He played pretty well this past week. I'm still not going to be on PO sick. I have to see a little bit more out of this guy.
He looked a little better now, but
he looks solid now, which is what we expect.
I'm not going to give him solid. I'm going to need to see a little bit more weeks out of this guy before I give him anything.
Okay.
I think he looked serviceable at best.
Okay, you hard ass motherfucker.
I'm sorry. I'm not about to.
This guy is so hard on players that he was tough on first. It's like they need to take 3 splits of being good and then a good Worlds performance, and then they'll finally be
I need a little bit more of a sample size than 3 games of this. You look like one of the worst junglers last split. I need more than 3 games.
There are so many players in LCK and LPL who have 2 good split in a rows, and you're still just nah, they're ass. I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah, you have to update yourself with what's going on. You can't be living in the past. I'm just Harry. I thought he was. Oh, he was okay. Most of these guys were just okay. I need to, because they played so badly last split. They played decent. They played pretty solid these past few games we just saw. I got to see some more consistency out of this. Now, because in week 2, if they play badly, then what is week 1? They're just caught people off guard. They were just doing. They maybe played just okay for that week.
I mean, that is ebbs and flows of this shit, man.
That's the problem. What's the saying of that song? Fuck, it's that rap song. Fuck. Oh my lord. Something about flowing and shit. Oh, I forgot it.
It's a lot of songs about flowing, but it's like sometimes you got a good week. Think about Don Juan Kier. Motherfuckers lose death for 1 game, then motherfuckers forget how to play.
Yeah.
It's like,
but I will say this though. They had a great shutout game against IMT, but a lot of their wins. I'm saying a lot of these teams too. All of them have this issue. Is how much stock do you put in a lot of these wins, given how bad the LCS looked just from this past week alone? You
take a company what they go against and how they won.
Yeah.
Team Liquid was never in a case where you were afraid they were going to lose.
Oh yeah, and that's what you should expect out of this team. And I like that they showed up in a way that they should have showed up last split. The way they played these games is what I expected last split. Now, if they keep this up, I'm happy with that. We'll have a strong team. Because they shouldn't look as bad as they do. Like, that was just surprising last split. They got 8th. They got 8th last split. And you're thinking, like, they're much better players than that. I mean, we're talking like Cordigis should be like retiring and becoming a coach, obviously. You know? Like, that's pretty bad if we're talking like that. Even Cloud9, I'm probably say they went 3-0, but they had some dicey early games there. Like in game 1 against Golden Guardians, like River had a pretty decent lead over Kindred. I mean, that should have honestly ended up being a lot more worse than it looked, but you know, obviously if you have like better players in theory, then you can kind of get out of situations. Their early games looked a little bit more dicey. Now, I don't know if that's because they're trying to challenge more in the early game, or is it they just misplayed in the early game. Like I said, I need to see a little bit more out of this week to kind of come to another better conclusion. But because against TSM, like against TSM, I want people to see this. What Cloud9 did against TSM. Like, this game was somewhat relatively even in early game, right? They did a play against TSM where they dove too far. I think Blabber or someone else dove too far. They died and they gave over Baron. Like, just sort of gave it over. But then they just out-team fought TSM later on as the game went. They kind of let the Baron buff run out. But it's like, if you do that against other teams, like, are they going to be able to punish that consistently? Because if you do, that's going to expose some pretty big weaknesses right there. Diving too far like that. They just dove too far and they just gave over a Baron. You can't do that. I don't care how aggressive you are. That's just dumb aggression for the most part. You know, Zen gets killed. Amez dies. Blabber dies. They can't challenge for Baron. Fudge kind of went in a little too early. Got himself killed. It's like, huh? Like, they showed some pretty clear weaknesses here. That, hey, these things are definitely exploitable. I'm saying these are definitely exploitable weaknesses over here. But then again, our team's going to be able to see that and exploit those weaknesses. I hope they are, because it'll make Cloud9 improve, actually. But if you go back and look at these games, the early games specifically, there were some definite mishaps there, actually. But we'll see how that plays out next week. All right, you guys want to say anything else about the game so far, like production-wise for the LCS? The Tigers guys casting still sucks. That's still gonna be a thing.
Why? That was fantastic casting.
Good lord.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I hate you so much. I hate you with a burning pit of fire.
Did we get a moan count though?
Did we get a Kiala Kitty count of her showing off her tits? I need to see that ASAP, honestly. All right. Schedule. Yes. Previewing week 2.
Game is probably better than. Wait, is it a college game?
Yeah,
it is. That would be better than Dig versus Immortals. So.
All right. Let's preview week. Hold on, who else do I have right here? I'll check that. Let's preview week 2 of the LCS. Actually, week 2 of the LCS. Let's preview it. I said just LCK right here. All right, let me take off LCK a little bit.
Yeah,
all right, off. All right, there we go. All right. So now that we've seen them play, we can actually predict for more than just one day, but let's just keep it one day just to keep it simple.
No,
all right.
We could do all 3 days.
Oh, you do? Okay.
Yeah,
all right, Wednesday. The game of all games. The world is colliding. Dig versus Golden Guardians. Golden Guardians should win this, right?
Right. They showed weaknesses. They could take advantage. Will they? Probably not.
Maybe so, depending on the comp.
Santorin still looks like shit, so.
Dig actually did beat Golden Guardians last split toward the tail end of it, the regular season.
Yeah.
Golden Guardians should win this.
They should.
TL versus NRG.
You know, that was hilarious. So last
TL
split when
I think TL, but I would not be surprised if NRG wins because they are still CLG. NRG is the team that's going to lose to Dig and Immortals, but beat Team Liquid and Cloud9 just because that's how they roll. It don't make no fucking sense.
FlyQuest versus Cloud9. I mean, Cloud9 should win this.
Cloud9,
right?
they should.
Yeah, they should. So yeah.
I mean, Vulcan said they're going to bounce back. Their wrath will be swift. Peasants won't know how strong their team really is.
Okay.
I'll believe it when I see it.
Yeah. You know, maybe if you got a new jungler.
What if Ayla just started trolling? What if Ayla just started trolling Vulcan and be like, "Summon with him"? That'd be funny. I would love that.
Yeah, he's over here. We will smurf soon. Fly Wrath will be swift. All these peasants thinking we aren't good.
I mean, it's a meme.
First of all, you forgot the apostrophe after N.
Well, no, it's a copy pasta of
Yeah,
something.
this is an old TSM jungler meme.
Yeah.
But
they still fucked it up, though.
Yeah. Honestly, I think we're the best 0-2 team in the unit. Oh, my goodness.
Okay. 3, first of all. You're 0-3, motherfucker, but... it was probably 0-2 at the time, but fuck you.
Ever since you joined, it's become a worrying fear. It's becoming a worrying trend. I fear. My advice is to keep losing solo queue and get to D2. I'm pretty sure there's a joke in here somewhere, but I'm pretty sure this person just wrote it out terribly. Would you ever sit and let your buddy win some play?
Oh, let's go. No. Lick that motherfucker. Lick it, nigga. Lick it. Go back up and lick it.
No.
I can see it on my timeline, and I'll like that.
Oh my god.
That's a good one.
Please, Vulcan, please.
You
got some time to...
Look at this ugly ass dog. You don't get to talk out of fucking timeline, old ugly ass mutt.
Is better to shut up all in this team and do something in the Rift is enough.
Look at the last tweet.
C9 will beat y'all sub 30 minutes. Stop lying to yourself. I hope this ages well. Come next week.
Anyway, so the rest of the schedule, let's see. Yeah.
All right, so after they lose to Cloud9, they would start 0-4. Maybe. They have to face EG, and then they have to face Dignitas. So they should get two wins this week.
They should. That don't mean they will.
If they start 0-6.
So the team in the trash.
I'm not saying push the panic button.
Somebody got to get deported.
I'm saying if they start 1-5, even if they start 1-5, that's pretty concerning.
Somebody got to get deported.
Anything could happen. I mean, remember last that was the funniest thing ever. All the casters are like, "Wow, Golden Guardians is finally going to be over sub 500. Congrats!" Because they had 3 games left. One of them was against Dig, and then they still went 9-9.
No, bitch. They went 9. Those caster jinx, and then fucking Cass said, "Oh, there's never been a winning streak over 7," and everybody who had a winning streak of 7 instantly lost right after. Shut the fuck up, Cass.
You ruined this team. LOL. Me when I lie to keep my paycheck.
Okay, yeah, that guy's a dumbass with a burner.
Vikla is just a fraud. That I agree with. Everyone knows you are good, just not that good. Okay. Eat shit, clown. Yes, you are trashes.
Speak English.
Sorry, I can't understand what you mean by Smurf soon and Fly Wrath. Also, why are you laughing at peasants? Please provide more context so I can explain.
But the bean's here to explain.
Also, remember, guys, you can't smile after a loss. That's unacceptable. Remember, you cannot do that. No smiling after these losses. Nope.
Sure.
Yeah. You know, the face of a loser, right?
Right. It's the face of a loser.
The only time you can smile after a loss is when you know you're going home to fuck
Yeah, when you know that paycheck just came in.
That paycheck coming in and Shaq's gonna be at home at your house butt naked in your bed.
Yeah. You know, when you just entered a whole team season, but then you got a $200,000 check from playing NAR each game.
Oh god, it's gonna be the week of the duck right here. Look at that! Look at that clean jersey right there. A week of the duck.
This motherfucker does not look like he's happy to be there. He's like, okay.
And then they cursed him as well. He lost the next 2. Good job.
Oh my god.
Curse of the duck. Fuck.
God damn it! Imagine you fucking paid Hooney $1 million to play NAR in all 36 games and play like shit. Good job, TSM.
TSM's a great org. They have a great owner who
They
cares about
$1 million to Hooney.
Oh, we should have went to this. Yeah, if we had gone week 1, we would have went to this. This sounds kind of cool. Obviously, sucking on one of those things. Who won Player of the Week? Oh, it's Summit, right? Yeah, Summit won Player of the Week. Yeah, he played pretty well. He played great, honestly.
Yeah, I mean, it was funny trolling fucking TL fanboys on Twitter.
See, you know who you should have in the dunk tank? Travis Gafford. That Cole could finally come out of the shadow.
I wouldn't even take the shot. I would just walk up and press the button. Fucking.
dirty motherfucker.
Okay, listen. Anytime there's a player of the week thing that gets announced in the tweet, for all of them, what I like to do, every single one of them, I say undeserved. He got carried this week. This player was better, so then I can get some replies.
Look at these impressions. These are impressions that we get. This is a professional gaming org. Look at them impressions, man. That shit that we get.
Oh my fucking god!
I'll say so. Amanda's actually played pretty well this week. Days 2 and 3. The Gragas game is kind of suspect day 1. Other game, Gragas game was trying to run at that game.
Okay, now, I swear.
He should never play Gragas again. That was bad.
Yeah, no, that Gragas game.
He's trying to play like Toby and Faker. Like, you don't play Gragas, my brother. Please don't.
Day 2 and 3. He was popping off hard, but do not play Gragas, buddy. I'm good.
He eating his kale salads and eating them Chinese girls' booties. A menace is getting there, man.
So Blabber, stick to any champs besides Kindred. I know you like that champ for some reason. You've been playing it since you debuted it. But listen, it's just you're not that good with it. Like the first 2 days you popped off, and the third day you struggled a little bit because of it.
According to Rolling Stone, this is the East Coast hip hop mountain.
This is the shit coast.
Biggie's the only one that's up there.
The shit coast hip hop fucking rush.
Biggie's the only one that deserves to be up there. Everybody else needs to.
What the fuck?
Who tweeted
I just want to take a rocket launcher and shoot all of them. What the fuck?
Okay, not Biggie. Biggie.
I'm not Biggie,
but no. First of all, why you got Cardi B and Smurder? You got Smurder. That's how I know the list of tragedies. Cardi B and Smurder. Come on, son. That is bullshit.
Double F had said 1 and 2 first week feels bad, but we have a big opportunity to turn things around now that Quid is here. So he basically just said Nuke Duck. Yeah, there's a God Lord. Nuke stepped up huge given the circumstances.
Yeah, no, it wasn't fucking Nuke Duck's fault.
He even said my performance. My performance needs to be way better. Gonna step it up in the future.
It needs to be because you're set up by your team perfectly to
he's
carry.
Like their only carry, essentially.
Literally every game this entire year, he's set up flawlessly by his teammates to carry, and over half the time he fails.
So sneaky and media.
I mean, it would be an improvement. Yeah.
Thank you, Peter. What? That sounds just cringe.
That was just cringe.
It's a meme.
The game versus TL was draft issue, in my opinion. Yeah, I thought the same thing, too. Yeah. You picked Burst versus Bruisers, and the second game closer didn't have any impact. So Bot got no kills. Syndra is a counter to Annie, so it's hard for Annie. Yeah, okay. Oh, yeah, okay, I agree with that one. Yeah, fine. Next week will be better. Tactical double fight. Okay, that's cap. Oh, my God.
Oh, God, Brian.
Every week I need to do better, LOL. You're gonna hear that a lot in League.
Yeah,
closer is
they're like obligated to. Okay, you're fucking blind. He's like their best. What the fuck are you smoking?
Who is your suggested? Everyone always says that certain players the issue. Who are you gonna replace them with? Oh, my academy best friend. Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, but it also could be in reverse too. It's like this player's obviously the issue on Cloud9. We need an upgrade, and then like the fucking. So I almost said that word. Fuck.
Just the fucking retarded ass fucking Cloud9 Discord is like, oh, who would be better though? And it's like, I don't fucking know, but he's shit. It's like, yeah, but there's only like one player better than him, and they're not gonna give him up. I'm like, idiots. There's fucking other regions, other fucking scouting leagues in the world. I don't know fucking who, but you can find somebody better than fucking Sven ADC. And then they did, but the Discord wants to argue. No, just keep Sven again on ADC. Fuck you.
A Korean player who doesn't speak English isn't going to do anything to turn this team into a team. You guys need mental help. What the holy shit.
Jesus. Tell us how you really feel.
Tell us how you really feel. All right. Well, that's going to close it out for this. Yeah, that's going to close it out for this episode. No, we had a great episode, actually. Banter.
We didn't watch fucking LEC, bitch.
We're gonna do that. I'm gonna watch it probably after this. Honestly, we're not. So like I mentioned before, I have the LEC episodes for this split are going to be on, for the most part, Thursday. But if we can do it Wednesday, I'm fine with that too. But
also LPL motherfucking gang up in here. You got 2 teams on top. Everybody else is chasing them bitches. LCK.
I have to watch JDG versus BLG. I have to watch that.
You're gonna fucking laugh at that game.
Yeah, because BLG clapped them, right? BLG stomped the shit out of them, right?
What do you think, motherfucker?
Oh, Yagao made Knight his bitch, honestly.
Okay, all right. You better
But
watch
for
it.
the-
I'm not gonna
issue
spoil
that
enough,
game,
but you better
but-
watch it.
But for the LCK, I have been watching LCK. I watched LPL too. It's just LCK's easy to watch. This comes on right
It's
to my go to
Genji,
bed.
T1, and everybody else.
I mean, but KT is so good, right?
KT's there, but they can't beat the
They'll
better
show up
teams.
later in the split, right?
No, they're gonna always be third. Hama Life is always gonna be four or five.
Hama Life,
Dan one,
they're
yeah.
terrible.
But Hama
Hama
Life
Life
is gonna
are
be better
bad.
than half the
They're
other
so
teams.
bad.
Down one Kia is literally Deft or bust. Even when Showmaker's good, if Deft is not playing, they have no identity.
You know the situation they're in right now? When you watch them play, I wouldn't say I shouldn't be saying this because it shouldn't be a thing with this team, but too many cooks in the kitchen kind of thing. It looks like they don't really know what to do with Deft, even though he is better than what they had before.
Deft
It looks like they
is
still
their
have that team identity problem that they had
Deft
last
is
split.
their emotional carry, and when he's not there, they really are lost without him.
DRX are 0-4, people. Everyone's going, what happened to DRX? What happened to them? People, stop it. You know what happened.
That's what happened when money comes into a sport where there's not a lot of money being made.
Yeah, motherfuckers literally went, peace out.
You win worlds, you pretty much are the Florida Marlins. You win the championship, and they can't keep none of the players. Like Florida Marlins won the 03 World Series, and then only one player stayed on that team for like 2 years, and then they was like, "Oh, he's too expensive, gotta go," and blow it up.
So right now you have 3 teams tied for second. Genji is 4-0. D plus KTT1 all tied 3-1. Hanwha Life is just going to be that gatekeeper team. They're just 2-2. Jingyangmi Hongyang Freaks is 2-2.
Yeah, hey, KDS is out there kicking ass when they can't kick ass.
Kind of just have the rest. Like you have Ass Box with Teddy.
If Def wasn't sick, D plus B 4 now.
Oh,
like,
right.
Literally, that Brian game was literally. That's what happens when you miss that one key person, and that person that steps in knows how to play the game, but he doesn't know how to lead.
So I blame MSK for this motherfucker, right? This motherfucker tried saying Kana was doing bad. No, he fucking wasn't. He was doing perfectly fine. But then the moment he said that, the last 2 or 3 games, he's been looking like shit. I blame you for this.
He was looking okay. The LCK top laners haven't been looking that great, honestly. Top lane pool is pretty weak.
He wasn't bad, though, you clown. Now he is, so, and I blame you for this. He's just a
mechanical. He just knows how to. He just all hands, no brain. That's all he is.
Well, it's just certain champs. That's what it really is. It's certain champs.
All hands, no brain. That's
also, LCK. Why is every time I try to watch the LCK before I go to bed, I try to catch at least one series before I go to bed. Stop putting Nongshim red shit force. That Derby is terrible.
No, trust me, they're gonna put Nongshim and Bro. Don't worry.
God, watch it be Nam shit Red Force versus DRX game 1. I'm going to sleep.
Oh no, that was the worst best of 3 I've ever seen in my life. I watched that last split. I almost had a stroke. That shit is garbage.
You stood up to watch it. I was like, nigga, I'm going to sleep. I'm watching VOD. I'm not. The only time I
they play next Saturday.
Because they always put T1 at the second half. I was like,
they always put T1 in the second game though. Yeah.
And then the only time they put T1 in the beginning, they just
all right, so you know how you told me LCK was going to have that bad schedule? So next Saturday, Nongshim Red Force versus DRX second game. But then before that, you have the Telecom Wars the first time around. So basically, and I want you guys to watch live. Tell me how fast the viewers drop after the Telecom Wars series is over.
Oh, it dropped by like 34%. No, because I watched it last year. It dropped. I
saw it too. Mm-hmm.
It went from like 80,000 to 46.
So
Wednesday, in a matter of 10 minutes.
Wednesday is Live Assbox versus Ho, Kwang Ching Chong Freaks versus T1. That's Wednesday's games.
Didn't I tell you this weekend was garbage?
It's bad. Genji versus DRX. KTDK is good.
T1 with the break in between game 1 and 2 were done in an hour and 10 minutes.
Oh yeah, the games ended so fast that you know how you have a little timer before the other series starts? It was like an hour. Literally an hour.
It was. After T1 was game 2, they literally had to start playing replays of older matches. And
they were doing that the Korean content where they do the Jingdong Mi Bang Bang shit that they do. Fuck.
Oh god.
Laura over there sitting all cute and shit. She could get bent over and just her asshole just eating it completely out and shit. God, she was like a whole French baguette over there. God damn. But yeah, the matches for the LCK this week to watch out for. KT DK. You have Gen G versus DK coming up. You have the Telecom Wars, which is Saturday. That's gonna be hype as fuck. I'm watching that live. I don't want no replay, no VODs for that. That's live. You watch that shit for. And then afterwards, the greatest matchup of all time. This is what everyone's going to be watching after the Telecom Wars, because who needs the Telecom Wars when you have non-shit Red Force versus Dragon butt-fuckers? They're butt-fucking me with this gameplay. DRX versus non-shit Red Force, guys.
To watch that.
Who needs the Telecom Wars, man? You have shit Force versus butt-fuckers.
I'm not
just
doing
for that. I'm going to watch
and you know on
it
Sunday,
live.
guess what you have? Ho versus Shit Life Esports. Oh, this is so bad. This is terrible. Man, these are.
You know what's worse? You know what's worse when the Chinese games are also bad because it'd be like you'll get non-shit Red Force and then after that, turn over to LPL.
LPL, yeah.
Turn over to LPL and watch
Up
Ninjas
versus
Pajamas versus
anyone's
Up.
Legend.
Oh, or was it who's the team that's 0-6?
LGD, right?
LGD versus Up. You're like, oh fuck that, I'm going to sleep.
I watched LGD play. I'm good.
I'm not to go
I saw
from
one series and I was like, just
Yeah, no,
I'm
they
not
have
going
like
from-
one good player. That's me.
I'm about to go from Bro.
if he's it's all that
Yeah.
Meteor, that old man. Still, if that's your best player, throw this whole team in the fucking garbage at that point. Meteor, Meteor is. Oh, I'm not gonna go into it right now, but whatever. It's just if that guy's your best player, take your team and burn that house down.
He's been doing good though.
Yeah, I'm surprisingly depending on. Yeah, I feel for him, but
I like how Cole's definitely the optimistic out of those three. I'm like, good, okay, yeah, that's. Yeah.
I give him credit, looking decent how he is given the circumstances, but it's like, bro, that throw that team in the garbage.
Yeah, I mean, the thing is, Evie in like the fucking first like 3 or so games looked like total dog shit. Couldn't even like get a kill. But I say the last like 3 games though, Envy has been actually like looking kind of good. It honestly feels like.
Oh, I'll show you this. Weibo. They're just. I don't know.
Yeah,
I'm not feeling their team. They're just overrated as hell.
They're like a weaker version of like TES with like how sloppy they are, but they have
I don't
big
get
names.
why people are so obsessed with them. Yes, the names on paper.
No, it's
look
not.
great.
No, it's not. They're obsessed with them. They're obsessed with the shot. That's it. It's the shot. That's it.
I mean, you have Xiaohu. Xiaohu's
like literally, is everybody's obsessed with the shot. It's like, oh, well, the shot get back to Worlds this year. That's what it is. It's literally that.
They could. They could honestly.
Because Kitty be like, oh yeah, but my friend Kidjo loves the shot. It's like he wants him to win Worlds this year. It's like, and you know what? I'm gonna jump on that train too. I'm like, oh god, Kitty. Oh god, Kitty.
Someone called her out. Someone called her out and say someone said that she's not as good. I was like, I never have said she's great at like casting or whatever. I've said she's a decent personality. That's the best I can kind of describe
I'd rather
her,
have her than like 40% of the LCS casters.
Yeah,
probably. Yeah, I would have her. Like I would rather have her than the Tigress over here. I mean, sure, yeah.
Dude, I'd rather have a deaf girl over the Tigress. Like, what the fuck? I'd rather have someone just do hand signs. Like, I'd rather just have someone who looked like Tigress just do hand signs.
Guess what, guys? My boys RNG, they're in 10th.
Hey, that's higher than what most people had, about 12.
Better than EDG, right?
Why the fuck did you get rid of Gala, you fucking idiots?
I don't know why they did.
Angel
was the problem, and they were like, yeah, Gala, you can go.
But
you know what? But then after that, guess what they did? Let's rebuild the whole team. What the fuck?
EDG just lost to LNG. Is at this point EDG is just bad.
Like RNG, everyone knows I love RNG. They're the LPL team I root for, but oh my god, how the mighty have fallen. They're in 10th right now, and people say, but they built an entirely new team. Love Mao is not exactly new. Love Mao is not new in any case. Yeah. He's not a rookie. Breeze is not new.
He got subbed out for I1D.
RNG now stands for Royal Never Good because they are never.
I'm gonna say Royal Niggers gave up. Also, this Ultra Prime, they look like they could be a dark horse team. They have
They're
Ming.
going to
They
be a
have
team that's
four-
going to knock off one of their top teams.
Yeah,
Like,
also it's Up actually looks like one of those dark horse teams.
Up is going to make the playoffs and get knocked out in the first or second round. They're going to,
for sure.
but they're going to make one of the top teams sweat. The team I think that's like over like I do believe that Weibo Gaming might be that team that they either come in fourth or they're going to be one of those teams that's going to be close to get to Worlds, but they just miss it. They're just going to miss Worlds. I think the top three teams are JDG, BLG, and Top Esports right now.
Yeah,
those are my top three teams.
EDG, because they got Uzi back, and everyone's like, "Man, Uzi's back!"
Turn around. EDG's too bad. They
beat IG, right? And when I was watching this live,
IG is like a punchy. IG,
yeah.
To steal.
And they still lost a game in that series too. Like they should have just stomped.
Yeah,
IG.
can I ask why the fuck did IG get rid of YSKM? Why is he on?
I noticed that they got rid of their best player. I was like, throw this organ in garbage.
Yeah, it's like, do you think his laning and like him dying was his fault? No, he made big plays. His team wouldn't fucking do anything.
What was his name? Yeah, why is came in? Yeah,
Well,
I was like, wait a minute. Why did they sub this guy out? That was literally their best player.
Not only that, but if you're gonna sub him out with somebody, I mean, Nenny is their best sub, not fucking Wen. Wen plays like shit.
Wen is dog shit. Yeah. So then after EDG lose to LNG, but LNG is still a threat. They still have Scout and Tarzan. And now they have Gala. Gala's been popping up pretty hard. Maybe he might be early MVP conversation for Gala. He's been playing pretty good so far. I mean, you had JDG. I mean, you had Top Esports versus RNG.
Yeah.
Oh, Top Esports. They've actually looked pretty good. I've actually been watching them. They look pretty solid.
They're the definition of like messy, like Weibo
messy,
gaming,
but they no. I think that's the style you need this team to have, though. They're not a team that can.
They're
play
messy, like
macro.
Weibo gaming, but in a good way.
Yeah, because people are like
Weibo gaming will be, but like I think Weibo gaming, Top Esports will finish out quickly if they get the chance. Weibo likes to play with their food and fuck around and find out.
I don't. Yeah, I imagine that all the fucking players IG got rid of. Imagine if they just had like YSKM, Xun, John or whatever his name is on BLG, Rookie, Jackie Love, and then whoever for support. Imagine if they still had that team right there.
Because for Top Esports, I think this team better thrives in that style. Jackie Love thrives in skirmishes. Rookie loves to skirmish.
Yeah.
TN for sure likes.
The issue is they got
skirmishing.
The issue is they gotta be patient with the tire because they've been rushing.
Yeah, their play style. If you start this is a very volatile play style. If they start and we saw last split when they start losing a lot, their mentality just dips to the toilet.
It's like I gotta catch them as soon as possible. It's like the Houston Rockets.
They're a momentum based team. If they're winning, they're really good.
They're the Houston Rockets. And the motherfuckers making threes, you can't beat them. And these motherfuckers are bricking on threes. They're gonna keep shooting threes.
Yeah, I mean, I gotta say,
the Thunder did, the OKC used to do with the fucking Westbrook and shit. He used to always fucking just shoot threes, even if he was
threes. What's the mentality? Just make one, just one kill, and one kill gets you back into the game. Like,
yeah, I mean, it pretty much shows. So Jackie Love, I mean, why it's like a damage game, not a fucking KDA game with an ADC. Like all these ADCs care so much about their KDAs. Like KDA does not matter much for an ADC. It's all about the damage.
Oh,
Jesus!
Friday coming up this week, JDG versus Top Esports. That's the match of the week right there.
I mean, the match of the week already happened though. But,
FPX versus Anyone's Legend, right?
Oh no, fuck.
No, that's actually next week. I was just fucking around. That's actually next week. I'm not kidding. I'm not watching.
Oh yeah, that's gonna be match of the week. Baby.
And before that, you have World Elite versus Titties.
Hey, Thunder talking. Hey man, they got.
That's another weird dark horse team too.
Yeah. No. Thunder Talk got clapped the fuck out of here.
Wrong team. I was talking about my bad guys. That's a wrong team.
I was about to say you talk about Thunder Talk. They got.
You mean WE, right?
WE or OMG. WE's actually solid.
No. A dark horse team is Ninja in the pajamas because they stay every game that they get close to staying in. They might get too old, but it's never like
this is really close. Yeah.
Like, oh no, Thunder Talk is
Hey, Shadow's been doing well. What do you have to say for that, MSK?
Ninja the pajamas, my niggas. Yeah,
Come on.
ninjas.
What do you have to say? You're a
With
big
pajamas.
Shadow hater.
I love Shadow.
Imagine getting robbed by a ninja in pajamas, man.
You know, I'm an RNG believer, and this week RNG faces off against EDG, and we're gonna clap the fuck at it.
Jesus,
guess
imagine.
Guess what? You're going from 10th to 9th place.
Mhm.
We used to be
Move on.
first, man. We used to be the
Jesus.
best team in the league.
Just imagine all these fucking. No, you weren't. Shut up. MSI means shit. Fuck off.
Go
You never
fuck
won
yourself.
Worlds.
Oh
Yeah.
my god.
Imagine you lose into a fucking team that has an Italian who fucking lost to a Turkish team in
Okay,
play-ins.
so this is RNG schedule. I'm an RNG believer over here. We're facing EDG, which on paper we should get stomped because.
No, but EDG is playing bad too. I'm sorry.
Then you also have
that's
Up versus RNG. RNG should really probably lose. Up is actually pretty solid.
Up to 50.
Up
EDG and Up are
yeah.
50-50 games. They're both 50-50 games.
There's a world RNG just goes 2-0 both these teams, but this is I'll say this is a big decider week for RNG.
One of those
if
games-
RNG can win both these series and get like into that 8th, 7th place standings, tied with like Weibo and OMG. I think that's their season. OMG's a deadly team, man. Shanji is so good.
Were they not inting like a motherfucker? OMG, my god.
It was so sad last split watching them just lose to BLG. It's like, bro. Or no, they lost against EDG. I remember they could have beat EDG.
that was sad. I was really hoping for, because God, imagine how like it's been fucking like since like 2013 since we've seen OMG at Worlds.
They were at Rift Rivals back in 2017.
Yeah, but it's been forever. Them and also WE to an extent. Like, God, we're finally
I
in
don't
the
know who you
league
guys
again.
root for in the
Really good.
LPL. It's just like when you watch RNG now, it's like, yeah, some of the games look pretty decent, but this is what happens when you swap out ADC and fucking mid split. Like, Wei's not really a carry jungler. He's never been like a great carry one at best. Breathe is a discount version of Ben. I mean, you have Love Mao in his 30,000 fucking year he's playing at this point. Oh Lord, World Elite Shanks is one of the most underrated mid laners in the LPL. Shanks is actually really good.
No, what do you mean? He sucks. We should get a teacher Maul back.
Leave me alone. Don't speak to me ever again. BLG. Oh God. So if people keep, because I know Dom's using the thing of like Yagao is Faker's dad. No, Knight. I mean like Knight is Faker's dad. Knight is a lot of people's dads. Oh God.
But yeah, that's pretty much nice it. Mom in the closet.
All right. So, anything else you guys want to say before we head out this week? Before you guys, before I see you guys on Thursday? RNG, I believe. I'm never giving up.
LEC games, you're gonna fucking slam your head against the desk. Some of these LEC games.
JDG is gonna probably fist most of these teams. Well, JDG only played once this week coming up. They only play up against the match of the week. That's their only match this week coming up is TES.
Yeah,
that's it.
Shit, because they already had I think one game on most teams.
Top Esports in match score is 15-6. JDG is 14-5 in match scores. Not exactly the standings themselves. BLG is 12-5. LNG is 11-6.
Yeah. Oh yeah, because they include both splits, right?
No. It's just because if you
it's the amount of game. It's the amount of games you play.
Right.
Yeah. Okay,
so you can be 7-1, but your match record in that is your win-loss ratio too. Actually.
Okay, that's me. You could be. Okay, that's me. You could be like 4-3.
So basically, in how many 9? How many in 9? So 15-6 is 21 games, right?
Okay. That's me. If you play 7 games and you're 4-3, and you 2-0 the wins, that's me. You're 8-0 in the wins
and best of threes.
Yes. But then if you lose, you're what?
Well, that's your match score. You'd be
11-6.
Something
if you lose 2-1s.
Here, I'll show you right now. I'll show you right here. So if they've won 15 individual games, but they've also lost 6 games individually in those BO3s too.
LG top, man, Ninja. I've been telling motherfuckers about ninjas, man. Motherfuckers sneak it up there. Yeah. Oh my god.
I wish IG was doing better, but fucking hell.
They're bad, man.
Idiots.
Look at this.
No one should lose to LGD.
If you lose to LGD, quit playing League. Burn
them motherfuckers.
Now go back up. Let's see the playoff.
Oh, this is the match of the week right here. Hell yeah! Anyone's bitch
versus
long
anyone's watching is going to make Worlds and win this. No, fucking hell.
I'm on to watch. Oh man, I can't wait for NIP and we. Can't wait for that.
I mean, that's
actually pretty interesting because that would propel if they win this.
They'll be tying for
Yeah.
fifth at this
So,
point.
Why hasn't WE played many games yet?
There's 17 teams in this league, man. That's
A lot of their
Yeah,
games
but
are
all
in
the
the back
teams have
end.
played like 6 or 7. They played 3.
yeah. It's just how it works with the standings, though. They get some of the teams out of the way quicker than others. That's
Yeah,
how
like
it
all
works,
the
honestly.
garbage teams were the ones that played first. Like like they played JDG first, lost, and then JDG didn't only play for like 2 weeks.
Right? Yeah. Because you're right here. JG only plays once this week. They just other teams. They just cycle out their games faster.
Yeah, because look at this week. They got FPX playing like 3 times.
FPX plays IG. FPX plays LGD. Oh, hell! Those are match of the weeks right there, baby.
Oh god!
Oh god!
That top East. Oh yeah. Wait a second. Go back.
All the bottom tier teams play against each other this week. Actually,
wait a second. Okay. Yeah. Oh yeah. They play back to back. Oh, and FPX lose to LGD, throw that team in the trash. That team's done.
Oh,
they got
god.
IG, they got LGD, and they got fucking A. Oh my! I'm not watching none of them games. I'm waiting for VODs.
Yeah, the series that I'm checking out, because I like RNG. I'm checking out. I'll probably end up watching a lot of this, but you think I'm sitting there while watching FPX versus IG? I'm going to bed.
I wait till the videos come on Nivea, then I scroll to the end to see what team won, and then I'm like, do I want to watch this or not? Because
another super matchup. This right here, BLG, LNG. Definitely see.
Because with T1 games, I do have like, do I want to watch T1 stomp Braun? I watched game 1. I knew game 2 was a fucking stomp. Game 1, it was close. Game 2, I was like, I'm not watching this game. T1 and T1.
Yeah, I have the same thing here too, but because I liked it. You guys know how you like T1, you just want to watch them play in general. I go like,
then
damn.
You watching, you're like, man, Brian is, oh god.
Because I have that too, where I like watching Genji play. I like watching all my teams play. But the problem here is like, do I really want to watch them play Kwangdong Freaks?
That's
fun. I mean, they're a young team.
There was one replay where the replay was. There was a replay earlier I saw. The replay was under 10 minutes and the team got 2-0 under 25 minutes both times, I think. It was about 22. I'm like, oh, God, this is bad. Like, can the Chinese league bring back relegation and get some of these shitty teams out of here?
Can't. It's franchise. They used to be relegated for LPL.
Definitely when TSM comes over, it's going to be in like another team.
Oh, you know what happened one time? SKT had a guy named Easyhoon and Bangi. Remember Bangi, the head coach now? He went to the LPL play. Remember people say, well, if he's so good, have him go play in the LPL. He did. He got relegated. And you know what happened with him? They said, what happened with your team? Why did you guys play so badly? He actually blamed the mid laner that he used to play with, that he won worlds with. I'm not kidding. Bangi played in the LPL. He was terrible. It was bad. People said he was overrated because he was playing with Faker. To some degree, yes. To some degree, no. It just depends, how you look at it, honestly, throughout time period.
It depends.
2016, he was for sure overrated.
Yeah,
I'm standing by that.
I mean, look, it depends. Mechanically, yes, he was always overrated. He was never like a good mechanical player, but in every other aspect of the game, he wasn't it might not have been the greatest ever possibly, but I don't know. I have a lot of respect for him though with what he was one of those guys who's he wasn't the most gifted, but he did literally everything in his power.
No, Bangi was the right hand of God. That's what the media called
he did literally everything in his power though to win games, even though he wasn't mechanically gifted and such.
I would say he was a pretty solid player any year but 2016. 2016 I will never say he was a good player. He was a clutch player. I don't say he was a great player.
I mean, I think he was good on that one champ at least. What was again Italy?
Yeah, kind of. I don't like you. You're Canadian. All right, so I can't wait to watch LGD versus Anyone's Legend.
Yeah.
All right, boys. Yeah. All right, boys. We're gonna see you guys Thursday to recap the LEC 2023 Summer Split Week 1. Can't wait to watch Reckless play on stage. His first support games.
Wait, is that happening?
No, I was joking. He's not playing.
Yeah, well, I'm not up to date, so I would believe it, though. I'd believe it if it was XL.
For what?
All right, everyone. We'll see you guys later. See you guys Thursday. Peace out, everyone. Deuces.